Ladies and gentlemen, normal service will be resumed in about 45 seconds. But first of all, I'm going to try this. Herzlich willkommen zurück zu Culture Catz. Heute haben wir vielleicht etwas ein bisschen anders. Heute geht es die flache Erde, aber diesmal die flache Erde aus Deutschland. Also, ich kann nicht so gut Deutsch. Deshalb habe ich einen Freund mitgebracht. Einen Freund, der ein echter Deutscher ist. Er heißt Tiemo. Heute Abend, Tiemo wird für uns übersetzen. Ja. So, without further ado, did that make any sense, Tiemo?
That was actually impressive. I expected way worse. Einen wunderschönen guten Abend.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Yeah, ich kann nicht so gut. Ich bin erst Anfänger, aber es macht viel Spaß, ja. Ich kann nur es versuchen. So, Tiemo, you are an echter Deutscher.
Yes.
Tell us about yourself, and then we'll get into what we're doing tonight.
I was born and bred in Germany. I grew up in Germany, in the southwest of the country, close to Heidelberg. It's asparagus country is what it is. I learned a trade, then studied mineralogy, then did nothing with it, then moved to Ireland, and now I've lived here in Ireland for 20 years in March. Hence the somewhat confused sounding English accent that I have. Yeah, that's me.
Well, and also you just know around Top Bloke as well, all around Top Bloke. I'm going to say hello to you. More than welcome. So I'm going to say hello to everyone in the chat, and then we'll talk about what we're going to do tonight, because there's so much to do and talk about tonight. So much. First of all, we are going to have a look, like I said in the intro, at some flat Earth stuff out of Germany. We've got some flat Earth memes we're going to look at. We've got 2 flat Earth videos we're going to look at. Tiemo will help with he won't help with the translations. He's going to do the translations. So he's going to help. And we're going to compare and see whether the flat Earth coming out of Germany has anything different to the flat Earth that we're all used to here. Then we're going to move on. This could be a long one. We're going to talk about Jeranism. We're going to talk about his epic stream last night. And I'm just going to play you a little clip that I put together. This is going to be in tomorrow's video to give you a little bit of a hint. If you haven't seen Jiren's stream, this is, if I can just find it, what he had to say about his fellow flat earthers. And I've overlaid over the top what the flat earthers were saying back in the chat.
If you are a flat earther, in the flat earth or following flat earthers, I'm just telling you. I've been in this for 10 years. It's going nowhere. Again, if you want to remain here for 10 years and get nowhere, you're in the right spot. Just be a flat earther. You will get nowhere. You will accomplish nothing. You will accomplish nothing. More friends. You'll lose more friends. You'll lose more family. The stupidity of flat earthers is astounding. Nobody believes anything. You don't have to believe anything. You don't have to believe anything when you're in flat earth. You don't have to believe anything because you don't have a model. We don't have a model. We don't have a map. You just kind of just go through it. Just go through it. If something doesn't match our worldview, we just kind of say it was fake. And move on to the next thing. And move on to the next thing. Water lies flat. Water lies flat. I cannot associate myself with these people or consider them smart ever again. I don't want to be called a flat earther. I don't want to be associated. I don't want to be associated with people who can't see reality. Every single person that I used to think was a good researcher, from level Earth observer, to plain truth, to don't sphere the truth, to Eric Dubay, to you name it. They all turned out to be trash.
Oh, apparently we had a little bit of echo there. I'm not quite sure why we'd have echo on that. I couldn't hear any, but yes,
even I could.
Oh, you could hear the echo. I wonder why that is.
And I have the sound from YouTube off.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. I hope that doesn't keep going when we look at the videos. But we'll have a look at the chat. So many regular people here. It's so nice to see everybody. Rachie, oh no, it's Andy, Liz K, got Yunners, Jim, Tiemo. Obviously, you're there. And Next Pro has nailed it. Yeah, I can't take. I've no idea why there was echo on that, and I really, really hope I can eliminate the echo for the rest of the stuff. So, chat, we will come to you. And Mohammed Shafiq definitely worth subscribing to if people haven't. Chat, we'll give you a little bit of control over this. We have 2 flat Earth videos from Germany. We're going to get to the Jeranism stuff later on, definitely, and some flatzoid stuff later on. But we do have 2 German flat Earth videos that Tiemo is going to help us with. Or we've got some flat Earth memes, which we could maybe just have a look at. So I'm not going to put an official poll up. Just type video or memes, and we'll see what the chat thinks. And while you're doing that, I'll just ask Tiemo. Do you follow the German flat Earth content online or not usually?
Not very much. I've seen some of the Reddit stuff now and then. There aren't that many YouTube channels that have anything on them. Although I have recently seen a couple, thanks to you, and it's interesting.
There's definitely some, definitely some interesting stuff. When Catz addresses chat room, he's Rachel and PhD Tony. I just realised when I started reading that I'd be there all day if I read everybody's, and I thought I remember in my head I thought, oh, I wish I hadn't said that. Now I was gonna. It's like doing a register. So we've got memes, video, memes, video, memes, video. It looks a little bit even. But I think memes have just about got it. So we'll have a look at a couple of memes and then we'll go into a video. Maybe we'll split it. So, Tiemo, you had a very quick glance of these, but I don't think that I stayed long enough for you to see all the headlines. Can you remember what the heading on this one was? Don't tell us, but can you remember?
Yeah. This one, I'm pretty sure I can remember, yeah.
So this is from the German Flat Earth Reddit. Chat, give us your best. What do you think the meme is? Here, I've hidden the text off the top. What do you think it actually says? Why do not? We'll have a look. I failed my German at school. Yeah. Now, I'm not very good. Mr. 42 is very helpful to me when I picked it up again a while ago. Okay. So, is it an advert for Corona beer as a meme? It's not. Let's have a look. And Unduload, if the Earth were flat, Catz will be pushing things off it constantly. Now, Tiemo, only you can tell us if that is correct. What does it actually say?
Yep. If the Earth was flat, Catz would have already pushed everything off it.
Why runter just out of it and not because I thought that would mean under.
Runter is kind of directional. It means downwards more than anything else. Unter would be below.
I've learned already. Okay, fantastic. All right, let's have a look at the next one. I've kind of hidden this, but what? Chat again. I'll let you. If you tag me in the chat, I'll bring up your suggestion on the screen. But me and Tiemo will have a chat here. You obviously know the answer. You saw that, Tiemo. What do you out of 10? What do you give this one?
I can't even remember the headline, but alone the idiocy of.
I like this. Yeah. See, Mr. 42 can speak very, very good German. I know that. Sieht flach aus. Looks flat. Oops. Well, Tiemo, I'll allow you to. What actually was the meme?
The final proof.
Final. Not the starting point. Just jump to the final one. And it's a spirit level on some muck.
Yes.
Well,
it's spectacular.
I love that one. We'll do maybe 2 more and then look at one of the flat Earth videos and come back to this. We are going to get to Jeranism, and we are going to get to... This is just a bit of fun. This will probably be a longer stream than I'm used to doing. First of all, actually, that's a Faulty Towers line. I don't even see Faulty Towers. Thank you, Cygnus Stuff. This is for you, actually, Cygnus Stuff. This is for you for doing that. Okay, here we go.
I was at home enjoying some breakfast. My mother phoned. I picked up the phone. I said, "Fuck off!" But anyway, thank you so much for the super chat.
Did that echo?
Echo. The echo is pretty bad. Yeah.
That echoed as well. I wonder why it's echoing.
And by the way, I did mention it once, but I got away with it.
Is that just the echo on that? I wonder. I have absolutely no idea why this is echoing. I'm going to have a look at my sound settings. Or if anybody's good at tech and might be able to help me on why StreamYard would echo.
I've never managed to produce an echo on StreamYard, so well done.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I wonder if I've got 2 microphones. Let's have a look at my audio. Microphone Yeti. Okay, how's that? Default speaker. Let's have a look. And I don't know if that's any good. But I guess we'll find out. So we'll do 1 more meme and then 2 audio channels. Yeah, I've changed. I don't really know what I'm doing. Spark. I wonder if this has fixed the echo. Thank you, Sparky Steve. I wonder if this has fixed the echo. Let's have a look.
It's a super
challenge.
Yes.
It did. Oh, thank God for that, because we'd have struggled when we were playing the videos without the echo. I don't know what I did. I just turned shit on and off. So let's have I've got these backwards. This is my favorite of all time. My absolute favorite of all time. Chat, if you guess this one, I will absolutely, I'll be amazed. So have a look at that. PhD Tony, thank you so much, sir. If I was going to data, they are. You are very correct. Very correct. But thank you very much, sir. It's good to see you again. Let's see what the chat say. Tiemo, I don't think you did. Would you be guessing at this one, or did you see the heading, mate?
I vaguely recall it. Yeah, something with chemtrails.
Okay, well let's see. That's no moon. This is absolutely my favorite of all time. Planes can't fly. This is closest. That's the closest. We've got a lot about chemtrails, but it's better than all of those. And team, there you go.
If the moon really was 384,400 kilometers away of our distance from our flat Earth, why would this chemtrail jet then have to fly around it? Think about it.
There's still an echo. Am I using stream? Crafty, hiya, Crafty. She's saying there's still an echo. I don't know if that was on the video clip or me speaking. But thanks. They are literally saying that when that plane turns, it's flying around the moon. That is. That is balmy.
Yeah, that's those ones are small, but those are far away level of thinking. That is.
Oh, dear me. Right. Okay. Now, Douglas says there's no echo when I'm only when I play audio of some kind. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little clip of audio. Let me know if there's an echo behind it. Maybe it's been fixed. And I'm going to play. The greatest rage quit of all time. Did you see Joseph Hanvey on The Final Experiment with Will Duffy?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see when he rage quit?
Mm-hmm. It was also spectacular.
Now, it's not quite a rage quit as a rage. Let's spend 5 minutes trying to figure out how to press the off button. It was brilliant. So if you're watching, Joseph, I'm only having a bit of fun, but this was the greatest rage quit ever. Yeah, the way he struggles. And if it is echoing, just type in the chat and I'll cry.
I don't care what you think anymore. I don't care what all the globe zealots think. Go ahead. Debunk the model. Say you debunked it all. I'm going to keep doing me as Jesus tells me to do me. But you're going to be exposed. I don't know when it's going to happen. But you're going to be exposed by the Father because you are falsely representing His word. So we're done here. I'm out.
Thanks, Joe.
Apparently, that went on and on. I just pulled it off because apparently there is still a massive echo when I'm playing that stuff, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I am going to figure it out.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
I think I'm going to have to
stop presenting and try and present again.
I'm going to do that. It might be the way I'm. I don't know, but I'll turn it off and on again, and we'll see. We'll get it fixed. Turing test. Thank you so much. Echo. Is this thing on? Apparently it is. It's on twice somehow. So I'm going to stop sharing. I'll share again. Present.
I mean, the IT crowd is now on Disney Plus, at least for me. So I'm very inspired. You know.
Oh, I think I know what is going on. I think it's playing it back from StreamYard because I'm hitting share system audio. It's playing it back from StreamYard as well as that. So I'm going to play something now without screen sharing. I think I've got it cracked. I'm going to play the first 10 seconds. Let us know.
If you are a flat earther or in the flat earth or following flat earthers, I'm just telling you, I've been in this for 10 years.
Was that echoing? Yeah. Okay. I've got it cracked. I know how to fix it. Sorry, everybody. That will not happen again. I know what I'm doing. So I need to share the screen. What I need to do is I need to share a window and then share tab audio. Microsoft Edge tab. I've got to put it in a different browser. Oh my goodness, my goofy goodness. We'll handle this. It'll be fine. I'm here.
I'm sorry. Did you say Microsoft Edge?
That's StreamYard. Will only allow me to do the to share the audio tab if I'm doing a window. If it's Microsoft Edge, so now I can share the. Yeah, it's balmy, but there we go. Right. So hopefully when I play this, we'll have absolutely no echo because it won't be showing StreamYard as well. Oh, my goodness. Right. Sorry about all that. Okay. So this is a 1-minute video. Tiemo, I'm going to need you to lead on this. I'm going to press play. And then when you say stop or whatever, when he said something that's considered to be a proof or wherever you want, we'll see what the chat think he said is the proof, and then we'll come to you.
Sure. Okay? It says at the top 100% proof of the flat Earth in terrible spelling. Globe End Times 2017 flat Earth reality. Oh God.
So this is our ultimate proof. I'm just you just say stop when it's time to stop.
Sure.
Here we go. And let me know if there's an echo.
Sure.
Heute nenne ich 8 eindeutige Beweise für die flache Erde. Erkennt die Wahrheit. Nummer 1. Die Sternenbilder haben sich seit Jahrtausenden nicht geändert.
Okay, stop.
Auch wenn sie so weit...
Okay. I'll be honest, I did pick up a little bit of what was said there, so I'm not going to guess, but we'll see what the chat say. I know there's some German speakers in. Thank you, Crafty. No echo. Brilliant. I know there are some German speakers in the chat, German Vader. So what do people think he said? And then we'll see. Ich kann ein bisschen Deutsch, ja. Ich bin erst Anfänger und es ist wahr, dass es fällt mir schwer, die Worte rauszuhören, wenn man schnell spricht, aber ich kann ein bisschen verstehen, ja. I don't know if that made any sense. But, Tiemo, what was he saying?
So he was saying he is going to give us 8 definitive proofs for the flat Earth. And that, sorry, my memory here, and that the first proof are star signs which haven't changed in 1,000 years.
Oh, the star signs. How do they know that? How do they?
In thousands of years, not in 1,000 years.
What are they basing that on? That the positions of the stars haven't changed for thousands of years? Where are they making that up from?
If you ask, you will actually get an answer to that. The ancients, and they had astrology and yada yada yada.
Well, so the first one is never-ending, and we've had that here, the never-ending star signs. That's similar to what we get over here. Again, I'll press play. You tell me when to stop, Tiemo.
Weit weg sind, müsste es eine Veränderung geben.
Oh yes,
Nummer 2.
sorry, stop. He just went, oh, because they are so far away, there should be a change in them. And then he goes and says number 2.
Okay, let's go again.
Geben. Nummer 2. Man kann Gebäude, die sehr weit entfernt sind, in vollem Ganzen von unten bis oben hin erkennen. Obwohl diese Gebäude rein mathematisch unter dem Horizont sein müssten. Nummer 3.
Stop.
Mm-hmm. And I know that's, I'll give you the chat a tip. That was something to do with buildings. I'm pretty sure. Otherwise, I've just totally embarrassed myself. What do we think? What do we think? Something to do with buildings on the flat Earth, or not the flat Earth? Oh, Ella, we have our own human translator here, Tiemo. He's gonna right, here we go. So Jonas has said, is he saying that buildings will be leaning away from each other? Well, Tiemo, what do you say?
No, he's just saying that we can see buildings from too far away, but very crucially, he also claims that we can see them all the way from the bottom to the top, which is just bollocks. Yeah, we sometimes can see the tops of buildings, sure. That's not, but he explicitly says we can see them from the bottom to the top all the way.
That really used to wind me up when you'd be doing videos on flat earthers, and they'd be showing pictures of wind turbines where you could see like literally the just the peak of one of the God, what do you call them? The things on the turbine, the
fans,
yeah, or the turbine. Yeah, you could see the top of it peeking out of the water, and they're like, you see, we shouldn't be able to see that, it's too far away, and they would just completely ignore the fact that it looks like an underwater turbine. And it used to drive me nuts.
Yeah, and the oil rigs that are so distorted that they could basically be a rubber duck in a bathtub. But that's the Black Swan.
Turbine blade. That's it. Okay. You know what? It's only my first beer as well. There'll be plenty more of these going tonight. Yeah, Jam. Crafty, I saw that before. I knew what you were talking about. Okay.
Der Mond selbst ist lumineszierend. Leuchtet selbst und das Licht des Mondes wirkt kühlend. Nummer 4.
Okay, so
stop.
Number 3.
Nummer 3.
What was that all? Oh, let me just bring this up. Sorry. Alsim, good morning. Oh, well. Good morning. First time hearing Effie driven my mother tongue. It feels extra weird. Missed your approach. Good to have you back. Love from ours. Well, thank you very much. And for that, I am going to say this to you.
Well, you can put it in there if you think it'll fit, but it'll certainly come out a different colour. Anyway, thank you for the super chat.
Was there an echo on that?
Nope.
Yes.
Not here, anyways.
Conquered the echo. Right. There is a Discord server. What I'll do later on is I'll get a link generated because I've actually got it on one of the tabs. I'll put it here. It's really a members Discord server. If you're a member, you can access all of it, but there is a non-members section. Mr. 42, I don't know if he's still in the chat, basically built it and maybe can throw you a link now even, but I don't want to set him any homework. If he can't, I'll do it. I'll do it later. Okay. You told us what number 4 was, didn't you? Number 3.
There was number 3, and no, I didn't.
That was it. What
it
was
was so he's basically saying the moon is self-illuminated and has light that has a cooling effect.
Does anyone remember Mr. Thrive and Survive? Were you around when Mr. Thrive and Survive was about? I remember going for a walk near my house. Now, at the time, I was speaking to Auntie Riley on Skype, and he brought in Mr. Thrive and Survive on a Skype call, and he was a truly nice guy. I'm not going to down it. He was Mr. Thrive and Survive, not Auntie Riley, but he was a really, really nice guy, and he was telling me all about the cold moonlight. And I just didn't. I hadn't even started Conspiracy Catz at the time, and I didn't have the heart to tell him that's fucking stupid. I just didn't have the heart to tell him, but he was so pumped about it. He was a genuine nice guy. Anyway, next.
Also, I'd like to know, seeing that the claim now is that, right, the sun doesn't prove that the Earth is a globe. So how does the moon having cold light prove that the Earth is?
It's right. Oh, present 99. I feel today a little bit Anger Griffin attacked, maybe. But I Kenny Zelbeinen.
He knows one himself. Sad truth.
Sad
so
reality.
He's saying that. So he's saying that he knows a flat earther himself.
Oh, okay. Kenny Zelbeinen. Traurig of our height. Yeah. Takes me a while. Oh, bless. Well, thank you very much, Present 99. It is sad, but you know what? They are nice guys. And when we get to Jeranism later on, I'm not going to be bashing on him. But like a lot of people think I bash on flat earthers just willy nilly. And I'll try and clear that up later on. It's not really the case, but let's go again.
Man kann den Hotspot von der Sonne in den Wolken in vielen Aufnahmen von Ballonkameras sehen. Nummer 5.
Stop.
Okay. You know what? I think just tell us, because without the images, it's only going to be the German-speaking people in the chat who are going to...
He's saying we can see hotspots from the sun in the clouds from balloon cameras.
Like implying that the sun is below the cloud somehow, or...
I'm not even sure what he's trying to imply. He's just saying that we can see hotspots from the sun from balloon cameras.
Adverse, danke so sehr, ich glaube nicht.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to actually be evidence for, but
I think the hotspot is a local sun. I think that's what they use as evidence for a local sun.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in airplanes, and I remember very clearly flying past the sun in the clouds all the time. We often pointed out the window saying, hey, look, there's the local.
I just want to mention to the chat, in case anybody thinks I'm being rude, a couple of times I've spoken over Tiemo at the beginning. We had this conversation off air. My internet is a bit slow and there is a bit of a lag. It's going to happen a few times. Like he's going to start and I'm going to interrupt him and then I'm going to stop. And it's an internet lag. I'm not deliberately talking over him. So Tiemo, sorry. I know.
No. Not at all. I do blurt. It's fine.
Not at all. I'm going to press play. Here we go.
Egal wie hoch man mit Kameras steigt, der Horizont bleibt auf Augenhöhe und flach. Nummer 6.
Stop. Oh God. No matter how high you go with the camera, the horizon will always rise to eye level.
It's these sound bites, isn't it? It's just sound bites. Just say it. Yeah, just say these things.
Yeah. Also, what does that even mean?
Well, yeah, yeah.
Please explain what that means. Where do you think it should be?
Well, I think on a globe there will be a small measurable drop. You got to go up quite high, but I think they're just saying there isn't.
There is the teensiest drop. Like it's a matter of scale. If you go up, we're barely above the surface.
Yeah,
scale wise.
It's I've got so it's the same arguments. 8 out of 10 cats. By the way, we have on the 8 out of 10 cats. This is Doom, obviously on the 8 out of 10 cats account. He can speak a bit of German. I know that, so he's got eye level. We have our first debate next Friday, and the guy I'm debating has got a physics degree, and he seems very articulate and very polite. But yeah, if you want to watch that, all the debates will be over there. We'll be doing an after show here as well. It'll be a full night of it next Friday.
He's got a physics degree and thinks the Earth is flat.
Oh, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Is it close to 0 degrees?
Physics 0 degree. Oh, brilliant. Here we go.
Es gibt keine echten Bilder aus dem Weltraum. Alles bearbeitet.
Oh, that was a short one. Sorry, I've stopped it too soon then.
No, that was it. Oh yeah, no, like all he said was there are no real pictures from space. They're all manipulated or edited.
Well, there's more manipulated and edited pictures of the globe then than there are of a flat Earth model. It's crazy. Hi, Professor Full Bells. How did I miss you in that? I'm trying to keep eyes on lots of different screens. Adsvers, the debate is going to be in 3 different parts. He wants to talk about epistemology. I don't know why. It sounds really boring. I'll make sure it isn't. He wants to then talk about burden of proof. Again, sounds really boring. I'll make sure it's not. And then he wants to talk about evidence for stationary versus motion, the Earth in motion. Arnold, and every other. Yes, I think. Well, yeah, you would. You would, yeah. Yeah. If you're looking at the same point, I suppose. If it was an infinite plane, perhaps not. But I'm going to give you one of these. Which one? Let's have a look at this. Thank you.
Hey, I don't know what's going on, but if you think you can super chat me and get away with it, man, I will be round your house with a handwritten note and a smiley face drawn on it to say thank you. Is that what you want? Because that's what'll happen. Don't mess with me, man.
I am 45, everybody, by the way. And I spent the day doing that. Let's go.
Nummer 7. Der Polarstern steht immer absolut starr auf seiner Position. Nummer 8.
Oh, sorry, stop. Polaris is always fixed in its position.
But that's evidence also for the globe spinning on the axis, isn't it?
Yeah, it's also just the same crap as number, what was it, 2 or 1, the star signs. It's the same thing. Yes, currently it's that Polaris, and eventually it's not gonna be, and in the past it wasn't.
Oh, presents. This has been authorized by the German government, caused by these floods. That's brilliant. That's hilarious. Danke so sehr. Sehr, sehr nett von Ihnen. Danke so sehr. Thank you. Okie dokie, that's lovely. Thank you. Right, here we go again.
Es gibt viele private Aufnahmen, in denen man Sterne durch den Mond sehen kann. So, das waren eindeutige Beweise für die flache Erde. Wir hören uns bald wieder und bis dahin.
Right.
Bleibt wach.
He said There are many private pictures where you can see the stars through the moon. So that was 8 definitive proofs for a flat Earth. We will hear each other soon. Stay awake.
Well, that is fantastic. I'm going to have to stop sharing that. Present 99. That is incredibly generous of you again. You're very, very. It's very, very kind of you. Thank you very, very much for that. Thank you. And what I'm going to do with some of that, we're actually meeting up in real life soon, aren't we, Tiemo?
Yep. End of the month, mate.
So I shall be treating you to some beer, and we'll have a good time. We'll maybe put a couple of video shorts out and let everyone know how we're doing. But that's very, very kind present. Thank you very much. And yes, we will drink some of that, Tiemo.
We will. We sure will.
And Alsim, have a drink whenever I say some shit. I'm going to be, you know what? I think I am going to be hammered tonight. I never usually do a long stream on a Saturday night or long streams ever, but I just feel it tonight. I feel there's so much going on. There's so much I want to talk about. We've barely even scratched the surface. I'm going to be here forever. But I also have no friends, so that's okay. So okay. Tiemo, before we get on the other video, should we pop back to some flat Earth memes, some flat Earth German memes?
Yes, just let me use the bathroom for 2 seconds because I really need to. No
worries. I'm going to have a word with the chat. And 8 out of 10 Catz. Okay. Loves the, yeah. Burnley, Unsigner. Eierreichen. Hazels. Eierreichen. I'm struggling with that one. Hazel Hinton. I've never heard that word before. I'm going to need help with that one. So obviously, yeah, I love the well, I don't love Burnley, obviously. I thought Eier was egg, and the smell of eggs after Eselschneiten. Someone's going to have to help me with that one. Kann nicht so gut Deutsch wie du. Aber danke so sehr. Owen! That's brilliant. Who's got that Arwen sock account? That is absolutely hilarious. Oh, man. Oh, that is brilliant. Made me laugh. Oh, you're going to have to help us out here. There's a word I totally couldn't understand Doom put. It's this one. Ezel. Oh, never heard that before.
Eier doesn't mean eggs in that context. It means your balls. And Eselshinten means a donkey's ass.
Does it?
So he's saying you love Burnley FC and your balls smell like donkey ass.
I was thinking egg. You know, like before when because off stream with these memes, I had to show them to Tiemo in case there was like nuance in them that I thought was innocent, but it made it, you know, highly offensive. Like German idioms that I wouldn't perhaps understand. And we were just talking about it. And there's one right there. I'm looking at it thinking, eggs smell? And I'm like, no. So that my balls smell. Okay. Thanks, dude. That's absolutely fantastic. Oh my goodness. Conspiracy music. Someone come to my 1.5-month-old channel that he thought you are the man behind Conspiracy Music Channel. Conspiracy Music Channel, I definitely need to check you out. I'm going to admit, for a long time when I saw your name floating around, I confused you with Conspiracy Music Guru, who I think you probably know, who's quite talented. He does a lot of conspiracy-based stuff. But I confused you with him, and I thought, why is he making like anti-flat? I thought it was like ironic what you were saying. I thought you were taking them. Anyway, I'm going to have to check you out now. Not in that kind of way. Well, check out your channel, and please, people, go and subscribe to Conspiracy Music. Thank you. Something witty in German. Yeah. Oh, Tiemo seems to have dropped. I'm sure he will be back. He must have had an internet issue. God, I don't like that look. I'm going to have to present the screen. Share the screen. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. Tiemo will be back. I am sure. God, I will get through these and then we'll crack on. Furry Muff. All we need is money for coffee. Send it here. Furry Muff. I love that. And thank you, Furry Muff. And which is so dumb. Das den Krieg event. Okay. Krieg event. Yeah, not sure about that one. Krieg. Ah, here we go. The man is back. Krieg. So Krieg to me would be like war event. I'm not really sure what this last word means. Sorry.
Mentions. Sorry. My power actually cut out for a microsecond for some reason.
No worries. I knew you'd be back. So he mentioned which is so dumb that. Okay.
Yeah, event means to mention. So he's basically saying Witsit is so stupid that he mentioned the war.
I didn't.
The war.
Ja. Mein Deutsch ist noch lange nicht so weit, dass ich alles verstehen kann. Aber vielleicht ein bisschen. So, let's go back to this. Now, this one, I'm not too sure about all of this, but maybe you could spell this one out for us. This is apparently from Michael. I've got to assume this is a fake one. It was taken off of Reddit. But
thank you very much for your tireless truth research. I am absolutely in agreement with you that the globe lie is the mother of all lies. It limits the limitless reach, world, whatever, of all unending existing universes by wrapping a tiny bit of it around a ball, making it finite. Respect to this genius satanic chess move. A mere 500 years ago, worldwide, the flat Earth was taught in schools. Thank you also for your genius, hammer, viral video, I guess, for a photographic flat Earth proof, or with photographic flat Earth proof. I'm curious what video that was.
That sounds like something Witsit would say. That is a hell of a lot of word salad, isn't it? Hell of a lot of word salad.
Yeah, so he's basically saying that instead of letting us out there to the limitless planes of unending universes, we're wrapping a tiny bit around the globe and limiting ourselves, which is a satanic chess move. And 100 years ago, flat Earth was taught in schools. No, it wasn't. But anyways, it's a bit special, all right.
Phil Bell is correct. You know, he's saying Germany's. You have got a remarkable history in science and technology. You know, so to think that
Phil Bell. As a German, I'd like to remind you that we're the people who invented homeopathy.
Well, that's maybe that's something to. Yeah. Okay. This is a good one. Now, I've got a feeling people are going to guess this, because it looks to me like something that should be a famous meme. It's the first time I saw it on the German Reddit. The first time. But it made me laugh. So we'll see what you think this is going to say. Let's have a...
that one, come on, that one must be a joke, because that's also the Eye of Sauron there up on the tower.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, right there. Yeah, Lord of the Rings going on there. Oh, that is brilliant. I didn't spot that. We see too far, says Arcanics. I like that. What flat earthers see on a clear day? Mr. 42. Mr. 42. I'm not going to give it away. We'll see whether Tiemo says you're right.
Yeah, it is. It says what flat earthers can see on a clear day.
That is fantastic.
Yeah,
that is fantastic. I love that one. We've seen one of those.
Oh, God.
Yeah, okay. Careful, everybody, with this one. Don't want to get pulled down for being ableist or anything. There's a nice bit of banter going on between the not Arwin and Rachel in the chat. I'm liking that. The Turtle Moose, thank you very much, sir. Listen very carefully. That's actually not Liam Neeson. Oh no, it wouldn't be Liam Neeson, would it? It'd be. Ignore me. He's talking about
listen very carefully. I shall say these only once.
He's talking about the Faulty Towers skit again, isn't he?
Yeah.
I was thinking you were referring to the meme and thought it was Liam Neeson. I'm an idiot. Thank you. So, flat earthers looking for globe evidence. I like that. Lost my instructions for my selfie stick. Let's have a look. Where are we at with this one, Tiemo?
Globe believers, if you ask them for evidence for curvature.
I like that one. I do like that one. But it's not my favorite. I'm hoping this next one's my favorite. No. Oh, I've given the answer away, but we'll just hide that for a second. I'm sure I've seen this in a video from Paquette Word, but we'll see what the chats say.
If this is what I think it is, it would be the dumbest thing I've seen in about 6 hours.
So what is it you think it is? Because I've only shown you a couple of them to make sure there was nothing offensive in it. I didn't give you the answers to all of them. So what do you think this is?
I'm expecting this having to do with moon phases.
So the moon is a metal disc that gets submerged in black ink or something.
Yep.
Okay. Let's have a look. Oops, wrong one.
Yeah, it says the evidence is insurmountable or overwhelming, I guess is the better word. A further reason why the moon changes from different angles, flat earth proof from the Philippines.
It is Giganto, actually. I can see his face in the reflection. I didn't see it before. It is Giganto. I mean, what does
he isn't even in the Philippines, but anyways.
How is that evidence? You know, you're gonna if I want to show something that moon phase. I can't even. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. What's he saying the moon is? Just something that gets dunked inside some water. I don't.
Yes, I guess the moon is a concave dish put into murky water, I guess.
That is brilliant. That is brilliant. We'll go to this. We'll finish these off. We'll do the other video, the other German video. Now that's 5 minutes long, but I'm a bit worried about playing the full 5 minutes on that in case, you know, there's like copyright issues or stuff. So might only do the first 2 minutes of the next video, and then and then we'll bob onto the Jiren stuff, and which I guess is what everyone's here for. But Tiemo, what do you think this is all about? Let's see what the chat think as well. Have you seen this in a different language, chat? This is a meme, but what meme is it?
I'm very confused.
Because
Because I was in Tasmania in May, April, May, and I'm pretty sure that's not the direction I was flying in.
this looks like a kid's poor geography homework. That last one, Gigantus washing up water. He saved it for a month. Oh, that's just. I'm gonna have to keep coming back to that. That is just unbelievable.
I'm pretty sure he does his socks in that water as well, but that's just me.
Well, let's see what it says here. Okay, I've got an idea, but over to you.
All right, found this. A flight instructor from California drew this map. She also is a pilot with American Airlines. This is a map of the Earth according to her records. She says that it is impossible for an airplane to fly around a ball that is upside down. So the ball is upside down, fair enough, with or without gravity. She also says that the gyroscope in an airplane would not work if the Earth was a globe, just as little as a compass would work.
She's an actual pilot who has people's lives in her hands, and she's drawn that. That looks like when I used to teach. Because I'm going.
The person who posted this claims that this is from a flight instructor that also is a pilot with American Airlines, and who drew this. This must be trolling. It must be.
It looks like my daughter's homework, like for some kind of shit geography. That is terrible. I mean, are we supposed to generally believe that?
If this looks like your daughter's homework, I am going to come with a present of an atlas for your daughter. Just saying.
Oh, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. Now, this is my favorite. It's a flat Earth meme, but it is a funny. I think it's a funny one, and I actually think that even though I pulled it off the German Reddit, I think the heading was in English on this one, but it was just that funny to me. I had to use it.
This is clearly from an American street.
Just first pass. She does all sorts of crap. She's so I think you called it. What did you say though, Tiemo? I think you said it.
No, didn't say anything, but this is clearly from an American street.
This is. Sorry, speaker. It's the internet lag. I'm not deliberately being rude and interrupting him. It's the internet lag.
But it's clearly blah blah walking upwards on the curve. Some crap.
Yeah, round Earth is going to work. I love it. And then these are self-explanatory. That one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wake up because.
Yeah.
Because linear movement and angular momentum are the same thing.
Ooh,
angular
Adam.
Speed, I should say.
Adam, are they turned off? No, they're not. But let me look. I on the studio I've got here, it shows them all. Just let me look, because obviously I always make a thing of it to show them. But if it's not come through, then you definitely need to contact YouTube to get that back. So let me just have a look. Adam Lord. Okay, Adam, I can promise you 100% it is not on my viewer activity list And when I scroll up the chat, it hasn't come through. So if you have sent something, either there's a delay. First of all, thank you for sending something, but it hasn't come through. So either there's a delay or something's gone wrong. And if you don't see it come through, if you contact YouTube, or if you can't, if you let me know in the comment underneath here, I will contact YouTube support. Obviously, I'll be able to screen grab this from the stream, and I'll ask them to look for it and refund it to you. Okay. But it's definitely not come through. I'm looking at this now. It's not come through at all. So
quite often, by the way, YouTube actually self-corrects.
Oh, what refunds?
It's happened to me that I placed a super chat on a stream and it never went through for whatever reason, and it refunded automatically. Sometimes happens.
Okay. Well, there you got him. So if you don't get anything, leave a comment on my channel, and I will make sure that I hassle YouTube until you get it back. Okay. But thank you for the intention. Present again, my word. Please stop. We'll promise to vote yes when back in the European. Long live the Queen with regards to the. Long live the Queen. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you don't mean that. That's
which queen would that be? Because I think she's a bit dead now.
You could be, past that. But I'm going to give you this one present.
Well, I never. Thank you so much. A super chat. What will they think of next?
Thank you very much, present. And Adam, I will keep an eye on that for you. Let me know, and we'll sort that. Right, Adam, it's not a problem. I just send them a message, and then they get back to me, and it's doing it over emails. Thank you anyway, but I will get in touch with them. I'll ask them what the hell's going on with that. But if you're going to have to leave a comment, if you leave it under this video, then I know how to get back in touch with you. Okay, but I will sort that for you. It's definitely not come through.
I'd also like to ask whoever made this meme, what they think Kids Roundabout is like, because the first picture, it's like, no, like that's not what.
If she's doing that on a Kids Roundabout, somebody needs to call somebody. somebody needs to get the authorities involved. She's pulling her face like that on a Kids Roundabout. Oh my goodness.
And also, you don't look like that on a roller coaster, but that's fine.
Yeah, she looks like she smashed her face against the window. My goodness. I'm going to say thank you so much, Surrender Monkey, for finding Adam. Yeah, we're not finding Nemo. We're finding Adams tonight. Thank you very much, Surrender Monkey.
This one is just special. They will levitate, take off, whatever, soon into the universe, which makes super much sense, to their demon dimension. I prefer to wait here on the flat earth until the angel comes down from Atlantis, because then I will be elevated into the heavens or levitate to the heavens, whatever, not into the universe. I have no fear of witches and don't believe their lies that baby Jesus, Christkind kind of means baby Jesus, that baby Jesus kobold comes from Atlantis, a true Aryan Jedi Knight or Sith Knight. Now, this is also very hard to read. Whose kobold god, goddess, empire on flat earth, the serpent of Adam and Eve, claims to be a sort of technology but it's a spirit, not a technology. This is like
It sounds like it's very like somebody has just mashed together loads of words that don't even make sense in their own language. They've just done a proper.
Oh no, this is barely. This is not coherent. This is on a level where if a D&D player came up to me and said this, I'd go like, "Nah, man."
What the hell is this? We have got the space comma. There's one there. Space comma. And there's a space comma.
Several. So space commas are international now.
Deutsche Space Komma. Es gibt viele deutsche Space Komma. That is brilliant. That is brilliant. No, well, I'm glad because when I looked at that, I thought I have no idea what that says. So I'm glad. Let's have a look at. I think we're pretty much almost at the end of that. This one looks good. So, well, I know what that says, but I'll let you.
Oh, this is clearly not. This is clearly a piss take because the speech bubble says, "Now for real, if the Earth was a ball, we'd all be rolling away." And then underneath it says, "Thanks to YouTube, schools and universities are now no longer necessary."
Yep, it's brilliant. It is brilliant. Okay, so we have got. That's the end of the memes. We do have other flat Earth video to go through. No issue. What I'm going to do, I just have to just copy the tab. It's just getting a little bit odd. So, in fact, what I need to do is actually pop this over here like that, and then it could make things a little bit easier. Right, I won't have to keep hopping and popping now. Jim Broughton, thank you. Arse biscuits, yes. It's exactly right. And Leah Syken comma. Okay, Leah. I thought Leah meant empty. So
yeah, Leerzeichen is specifically space in the sense of written text.
That I did not know. So that is literally a space comma. Well, yep. Thank you. Not Veltal comma or something, which would be space.
No, yeah.
Comma. So we have. Oh, hang on. I've started playing it. I'm not sharing. I've started. I'm not even screen sharing. Right. Just for copyright reasons on this one, because it's a slightly longer one, I am not going to play the whole thing. But again, Tiemo, it's down to you. I'll just press start when you think they've said something that they think is clever, or if they go 30, 40 seconds and they don't say anything at all, just tell us to stop and tell us they haven't said anything. But I'll leave it to you. Here we go.
Wasser, sofern nicht beeinflusst, wird seinen Pegel.
Fire away.
Ein Glas Wasser.
Oh, stop. Oh. Somebody's frozen. Have I frozen? Have I gone? Oh no, he's back.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think my go on.
It got a little bit choppy for a second, but basically all he was saying is water keeps its level.
Yeah, my internet took a bit of a poo then. Okay. Oh, let's address this from Rachel before we crack on. I know you're trying to rile up Del, but Flatzoid more correct. Flatzoid isn't more correct about anything. Ever. I mean, if it is a choice between the two of them, and I hate having to say this, but yeah, Del is obviously less wrong. I don't want to say more correct. I just want to say less wrong. Yeah, Flatzoid is never more correct than, about anything. Okay, I'll play this again from the beginning and tell us when to stop.
Wasser, sofern nicht beeinflusst, wird seinen Pegel einnehmen. Also wenn du dir ein Glas Wasser, eine Badewanne, ein Schwimmbecken, einen See oder ein Meer anschaust, ist es flach. Selbstverständlich werden hierbei natürliche Bewegungen nicht berücksichtigt. Es gibt jedoch kein gekrümmtes.
Blah, blah, blah. Water will take its level unless it's influenced by something. Glass of water, bathtub, swimming pool, all the same, but there's no curved water.
So just saying water's level argument,
Yep.
which we've heard million times. Water is level unless it isn't level, which is like, on this sea we can see now where there's waves or drops or stuff. Water is level unless it's conforming to forces that make it not level. But we'll ignore
there's
that.
There's also the tides, but you know that Eric Dubay explained that it's the rise and fall of the bosom of the mighty deep.
It's very simple. All this tidal science is nonsense. It's simply the rise and fall of the bosom of the mighty earth. Like, what the fuck are you on about? Utter cretin. CJ, thank you very, very much, sir, for I don't want to say to anybody who's been gifted membership tonight. If you check the membership tab out, the community tab, there's some members post, and there'll be a link to the members only Discord there. And if for some reason you click on it and you are not directly sent into the members only Discord, there is a video that says a members video that's titled "How to Access the Members Discord," and it'll show you what to do, and it'll take you 20 seconds to do it. It's dead easy, but it's only dead easy if you know what you're doing, which I didn't, which is why I had to make the video. Robo Catz, but yes, I can imagine my internet was, is not the greatest. Okay, right. But anyway, for buying those memberships, I'm going to give you. I've lost now. I'm going to give you this one.
It's a super chat.
There we go. Hopefully no echo. Let's crack on.
Wasser. Wir haben keine echten Bilder von der Erde, sie sind alle manipuliert. Die NASA gibt sogar zu, dass sie ihre Bilder der Erde mit Photoshop herstellt. Sie sind mit Photoshop, das muss jedoch so sein. Bei zahlreichen
So basically, we don't have real images of Earth. They're all CGI manipulated. NASA even admits they're manipulated. And then the old cherry pick quote from I can't actually remember the name of the NASA guy who said, "Oh, yeah, it has to be that way."
I remember that, yeah. So it's just denial, isn't it? It's just more. So I'm just seeing if I can find Adam's thing. Yeah, it's just more. Just let's just deny everything right out.
Yeah. I don't have any arguments, but you're wrong.
Yeah. It's crazy. Right, we'll go halfway through this just for copyright reasons.
Gelegenheiten hat die NASA eingeräumt, dass die Raumfahrt nicht weiter als in die niedrige Erdumlaufbahn hinauskommt, welche in 200 bis 2000 Kilometer Entfernung ist. Das Interessante ist, dass der Mond angeblich 383.000 Kilometer entfernt ist, was einen Unterschied von 301.
You can stop, because there's a claim that I can't remember having heard, although this is an odd ODD TV video where he's basically saying NASA even admits that they can't, that space travel has never gone any further than low Earth orbit. But the moon is this far away, which is just made up crap.
I mean, it's a weird. I'm sure somebody has been having a conversation and been picked up and talking about orbits, and the context of what they're saying, will have been something like, to have man in space for a period of time, a lengthy period of time. We can't really get past that low Earth orbit, and they're talking about people on the ISS, I would imagine, that are there for weeks on end and stuff.
Now,
yeah,
how do the gorilla costumes and guitars get up?
I wish I had that clip. We'll have to bring that up. That is a brilliant.
But,
Jackie,
yeah, it's a load of crap. Of course, it's like, oh, NASA admits that we can't.
Oh, Timo's internet. Either my internet or Timo's internet has dropped for a second. Are you back, Timo?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I am.
One of our internets dropped for a second there. But crack on.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, like this is like this isn't even. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. NASA isn't admitting that we can't go. NASA is not admitting that we can't go above 2,000 kilometers. That's just like at the moment they're not doing manned travel further than that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's deliberate. Well, just misrepresentation, isn't it? Pixie, what I will do in the morning is I will put a new members video out with a new link on, showing again how to access it. The problem with the Discord links, I keep having the problem. I keep setting them not to expire, and then they expire. And Mr. 42 is probably not in the chat. He's probably gone. But if he is still in the chat, he runs Discord and he'll be able to drop you a link. But you'll still need to watch the video to connect your YouTube channel to your Discord. It takes 20 seconds, dead easy. But I'll put a members video out tomorrow, which you should now have access to. And Mr. 42 hasn't gone. He's there. So there you go. There's your link. And you know what? I'm going to pin that. I'm going to pin that somehow. I'm going to press play and I'm going to pin that while... In fact, I'll pin it to the top after this video is done.
81.000 Kilometern ausmacht. Es spielt keine Rolle, ob du dich am Boden, auf dem Dach eines Gebäudes, an der Spitze eines Berges, an Bord eines Heißluftballon oder Flugzeug befindest oder dir Aufnahmen eines Amateurhöhenballons anschaust, der Horizont steigt stets zu deiner Augenhöhe auf.
Okay.
Ob du dir die Skyline von Toronto...
Stop. Blah, blah, blah. No matter how high you go, the horizon will always rise to eye level.
So
that was the entire claim. With some pictures from random places, because that makes a difference.
Yeah. And again, showing stuff like this, just ignoring the fact that you can't see the streets. Are the cars supposed to be like semi-submarines? I've now pinned that to the top of the chat, the Discord link.
Vom 50 Kilometer entfernten Niagara-on-the-Lake, die Skyline von Chicago vom 69 Kilometer entfernten Union Pier oder gar Oahu von Kauai.
Sorry, but the picture of Chicago there it's like Chicago is populated, like this is meant to be proof that you can see all of Chicago.
The Chicago skyline photograph. I'm not sure when you kind of like came into watching the Flat Earth content. Were you around when the Chicago skyline thing was brought up by Rob Skiba? Is that or are you a bit more recent than that?
I've seen that video. I've seen those claims, which are stupid. But like specific, like this is just dumb. Yes, you can see some bits of the Chicago skyline. Cool. And now, where's the rest of it?
Yeah, you can see the tops of some of the buildings. Everyone else is having an impromptu swimming lesson. We'll do another minute, and then I will pull it. I know we should be covered by criticism and stuff, but I do just like not to push things.
Union Pier oder gar Oahu von Kauai betrachtest, was von einer Inselmitte zur anderen 174 Kilometer hat oder 117 zwischen den nächstgelegenen Punkten, du wirst keine Krümmung sehen.
Yeah, I'm still talking about seeing too far.
How you can see bits of Oahu from Kauai. Sorry, my pronunciation of Hawaiian Islands is crap. But yeah, that's just like...
Let's get on to movement. Bewegung, is that right? Bewegung?
Yep.
Let's do a bit of Bewegung.
Albert Michelson und Edward Morley etwas aus, was als Michelson-Morley-Experiment bekannt ist. Dieses Experiment versuchte die angebliche Bewegung der Erde um die Sonne zu beweisen und als es scheiterte...
Okay, so, this is the old claim that the Michelson-Morley experiment tried to prove that the Earth moves around the sun. Which, that's not at all what it tried to prove. It tried to be evidence for the existence of ether.
Yeah.
Which it falsified.
Exactly. Yeah, it was never in question, the motion of the Earth or anything. That had all been laid down and figured before. It was just a case of, right, now we know that this Earth is a globe and we know that it's moving. Can we detect some kind of ether drift? and that's all it ever was. So like these dishonest flat earthers that pin it down as an experiment to see if the earth was moving or whatever.
I have spoken, by the way, to precisely 3 flat earthers online by text, but not face to face, who I asked, okay, can you tell me what the Michelson-Morley, like how the Michelson-Morley experiment is actually set up?
And I'm guessing the answer was no.
The answer was, in all 3 cases, do your own research.
I'm not surprised by that. I mean, we taught, I taught this when I did A-level physics. Not the actual experiment itself wasn't on the specification, but interference patterns and behavior of light and adding vectors, etc. was. And this was a great experiment to link all that together. But it isn't like, once you've left school, you're going to forget that kind of stuff. And it's not the kind of thing that's going to be on the top of everybody's mind.
We did Cavendish, even though I didn't study physics, I studied mineralogy, but I did experimental physics, and we actually did Cavendish. Like, we were actually encouraged to do our own Cavendish, set it up and everything, and we got surprisingly close to what it actually was. Like, it was within 3, 4, 5%. It wasn't precise, but it wasn't bad. We were never asked to do Michelson-Morley.
No, I don't think I'd even have the equipment. We'd have the equipment in a school to do that. Probably universities, but yes. Indie Tiger's sci-fi review. All of Chicago is in the bathtub. Clearly, thank you very much for that, sir. I'm going to give you one of these. I don't know which one. I'm probably running out of these now, but so we'll go back to the first one.
So I was just at home the other day enjoying some breakfast, and my mother phoned. I picked up the phone. I said, "Fuck off!" But anyway, thank you so much for the super chat.
So much. Thank you very much for the F off was aimed at my mum, not you. And actually, that's only a joke. Me and my mum get on really well. So if you're watching, mum, not that she ever does. So anyway, I'll stop explaining. Right, let's see. So let's go to the sun. Wonder if we'll talk about 24-hour sun.
149 Millionen Kilometer von der Erde entfernt und hat einen Radius von 695.700 Kilometern. Man kann jedoch leicht nachweisen, dass sie erheblich näher und kleiner ist, indem man ihre Dämmerungsstrahlen zur Quelle im Himmel zurückverfolgt. Wenn die Sonne wirklich 149 Millionen Kilometer entfernt wäre, könnte...
Yeah, you can stop. It's basically, the sun is small and local because look at those corpuscular rays. Crepuscular rays. In German, they're actually called Dämmerungsstrahlen, which kind of means dawn rays. Because that's when you typically see them.
If I was guessing, I'd have said something like Getrennstrahlen or something like that, or Trennen.
No. These things have been observed for a long time, so they tend to have these kind of more poetic kind of names. But yeah, if you look at this picture, the sun should be about 5-6 kilometers up.
Wow.
If that's how it worked, which it obviously doesn't. But...
No. Second best, Bob, I want to say thank you very much for gifting that membership. And again, to anybody who is a member, there is now pinned to the top of the chat a working link to the members Discord. If you can't access it when you click on it, then go, now you remember, go to the members videos, find the video that says,
how to help you with that.
It's my echo speaking at me. Then go and find the video that says how to access the members Discord, and it'll take you 20 seconds. We're there. Thank you, second best, Bob. Okay, is there another chapter? Let's have a look. I don't think there's another chapter. What I might do just for copyright reasons is I will pull that down for now. And then there is so much more to talk about. That is all the German stuff I've got. But Tiemo, you're such great company. I am going to go on and talk about Jiren, see what people think about Jiren. I'm going to show some clips from his stream, and then maybe have a look at my visit to Flatzoid stream the other day. Like I said to you at the beginning, I don't want to take your entire night off you. I would love you to stay, but I know you might have things to do yourself. So when you are tired, when you want to go, just let me know, mate. And you got you. What you
good. I'll just mute myself and watch the carrying on.
Well, I want to get your opinion on the whole Jiren situation, because in fact I've got some things I want to share actually. Yeah, so in fact I won't even give you any leading questions. Just what are your thoughts on the Jiren situation? Oh, he's gone again. One of our internets has taken a shit. It's either mine or his. I don't know. I guess we're going to find out in a minute. If you're in the chat, can you tell me if I'm still here? Or have I gone? Somebody let me know, because I don't know. Okay, so yeah, it's his. Oh, it's his. So I am still here. Okay, I'm sure Tiemo will return. Okay, so I'm interested in what your thoughts are, and I'll explain mine. When Ranty left Flat Earth, me and Ranty were running a podcast together at the time. We'd started when he was a Flat Earther, and I was very, very, very much at the time trying to. He'll be back in a second, but I was very, very much at the time trying to be supportive to him and delicate and trying to help him out the Flat Earth situation. And what I didn't want to do, here he is, he's back. Sorry. You're back, mate. Hello? Oh, it's all going.
Yes.
Can you hear us? Hi there. I was just saying about when Ranty left Flat Earth, I was very much trying to help him out the situation and not play the whole I told you so card and stuff like that. And a few people have said, Catz, you're being hypocritical now, you know, that you are making videos about Jiren and stuff like that. And I'm not, when I talk about Jiren, I'm not ever saying I told you so. Like, me and Jiren never had a history. I've never made videos on Jiren in the past. I've never spoke to him. I've never spoke about him. He's never spoke about me. It's not a kind of like, I told you so. But what I want to highlight, and I'm going to show a clip of Jiren saying the same thing in a minute, is that because he's got such a big platform, he's not just responsible for the things he said. He's responsible also for the people that he has in the past dragged down. And I would just like to see him stick around. And rather than just say, well, if you don't believe me, screw you, I'd like to see him stick around and say, look, if you don't believe me, give me a little bit of time, listen to me, and let me see if I can also help you as well. You know, that's kind of like my stance. What's your thoughts on the whole thing?
But see, here's the issue I have with Jiren. He had no problem for about a decade to subject other people to the crap that he's now experiencing. Now that he's at the sharp end of the stick, he doesn't like it very much.
Yeah.
And he also still has a lot of conspiracy crap in his head. And in fairness to Ranty, when he left the Flat Earth, one thing he did was, one thing that made him very unpopular with the community, even when he was still a Flat Earther, was him saying during COVID, go get vaccinated. Same, by the way, with STST. Jiren is still pretty much an anti-vax idiot.
He did allude to that last night as well, his anti-vax stuff. I'm gonna show you something here. I'll just screen share for a second. There is a little bit of hope. If we look at his Social Blade stats, I don't know if anybody uses Social Blade, but if you're really nosy and you want to see how people's channels are doing, it's pretty good. Now I'll be honest. What you'll see, if you've never, most of you have probably used it, but you'll see the subscribers add up, and they'll add up in blocks of 100 or 1,000, depending on how big your channel is. If your channel's dead small, it'll even count 1, 2, 3. And then you get your video views gained daily. And if you delete videos, then obviously you lose, you have like a net loss of views for that day. And Jiren did say on his stream last night, he is going through his videos and removing them. And he is. We could see that. He's been doing that for a couple of weeks, going through videos and removing them. And I've been on his channel to look for some flat earth videos he's made in the past that I can no longer find. So he is straightening his channel up a little bit. And he did say, if I can find the clip, I've got it loaded in StreamYard. If I can find the clip, oh no, it's not in StreamYard. It's in my Movie Maker because it's in my video coming out tomorrow. But he does say to the people that followed him, he does say, listen, if you are a flat earther because of me, if you have listened to me and believed me, stop, right? And now it's on you. But don't believe anything I've ever said about the flat earth. Kind of paraphrasing. But I thought that was quite nice of him to say.
I appreciate the fact that he seems to have a little bit of a, rethink about his belief in flat earth. That's fine. But I don't think I need to give the guy a round of applause.
No, that is, I do agree with that. I'm a little bit worried, so I'm just trying to put a...
I'm also not going to give him a load of crap for saying the flat earth community is horrible and toxic. Because from all I've seen, from all the flat earth community things that we've been able to witness from the outside, they're toxic.
It's a horrible, and he's finding that out now. Now, I looked at some of his videos, and we might, depending on how long the stream goes on, I might pull them up later on. But he's been toxic himself. He made a video of Mandan, and in the text and all the metadata is referred to as by Mandan, and talked about him getting tattoos of men on his arm, and just alluding that Mandan was a homosexual and a deviant and stuff. And that video is still on his channel. He has engaged in that kind of stuff in the past, and he's made some horrendous stuff against FTFE as well.
And as we all know, if you're gay, science is wrong. Somehow.
Well, apparently, yeah, apparently.
That's I've always appreciated Dan for the fact that when people threw this crap at him, that he went, okay, so I am. So would that make me wrong?
Yeah,
that's the only stance you can take.
Dan's got a lot more patience and professionalism than I have. He's really good at handling stuff like that. Arnold has been on the channel, great guy. I'm sure he won't mind me saying this. Apologies if you do, but he did message me on Discord a while ago, and he was like, if Jiren does come out, etc., of Flat Earth, it's important that we don't jump. You're right, mate. It's important that we don't jump in with the whole kind of I told you so kind of attitude, and that's not really gonna help anything. And he's absolutely 100% right with that. So again, like when I release my video on Jiren tomorrow, when I talk about Jiren tonight, it's not about I told you so, because we all knew he was wrong all the time. We all knew that. But it is about what happens now with the ruins of that massive Globebusters fan base, that massive Jeranism fan base. What happens to those people? Because they are now moving on to other sources that we'll look at in a second that are just saying even more ludicrous things. Anyway, while Tiemo is away, but I respond with snark. I do respond with snark. I am very, very snarky and very, very sarcastic. I like to think I don't get personal, but of course, if you're on the end of a bit of sarcasm, you might feel that it's personal, and I understand that. Maybe I do need to grow up a little bit in that area sometimes. I agree with you on that. But then again. So anyway, I'll put a poll in the chat, and this is about the best rage quit ever. I'm going to play you 2 rage quits. Oh, Tiemo, you're back. I'm going to play you 2 rage quits, and I want we've got to vote. We're going to look at Max Vaxes, or whatever he was called, rage quit against Jiren when he pretended his phone battery ran out and carried on talking to him on the phone. And then we're going to look at Joe Hanvey's, and then we're going to see what the chat votes as being the best rage quit. I just want to say, did he say that really? Yeah, Jiren groomed a bunch of simpletons. He really did. He did. And now they are parroting back what he's trained them to do. Absolutely. Prediction: Jiren is waiting for a globe to say something mean so he can run back to flat Earth in a few weeks. Do you know what? I can't disagree with you. I'm not going to bet you on it because I can't disagree with you at all. So, right, okay. So let's have a look at rage quit number 1. It's not the best, but here we go.
Like, that's the other thing, dude. You're upset over a globe projection.
I'm not upset about anything.
Oh, my phone died. Shit. Bye, guys.
Yeah, my battery's gone. I can't keep talking to you. That's rage quit number 1. And rage quit number 2. You've seen this one, haven't you, Tiemo?
Oh yeah. It's just priceless. It's priceless.
Well, I'm going to get your opinion. You're going to be the most important voter. But this is Joe Hanvey slating Will and then rage quitting on him. But for some reason, he doesn't know how to turn off his phone or computer or leave a call. It is the most incompetent rage quit I've ever seen. And then you can vote. Let's check this one out.
I don't care what you think anymore, Will. I don't care what all the Globe Zealots think. Go ahead, debunk the model, say you debunked it all you want. I'm going to keep doing me as Jesus tells me to do me, but you're going to be exposed. I don't know when it's going to happen, but you're going to be exposed by the Father because you are falsely representing him and you're falsely representing his word. So we're done here. I'm out. Goodbye.
Thanks, Joe. Are you able to leave, or do I have to do something? But by the way, okay.
That was
I don't know where to start. I mean, Tiemo, I can't tech, right? I was faffing about getting echo at the beginning of this stream. I just can't do anything. But like, even I can shut the lid of a laptop, or just pull the plug on a computer, or even get up and walk out the room would have been quicker.
It was. It's so special.
It was, oh man, that made me laugh. That made me laugh. So, Tiemo, I'm going to let you guide the stream. We can. I do want to revisit the flatzoid thing that I did earlier on. We can go to that now. We can have a look at Jeranism's channel and see what conspiracy theories he is still promoting that are a bit dodgy on his website. Sorry, not his channel, his website. Or, well, let's start with one of those two first because I forget what the third option was. Do you want to go to Jeranism's website or do you want to go to Flatzoid's video?
I don't know. What does everybody else think?
Oh, see, that's very. But let's put it to the chat. Yeah, okay, I like that. That's good. So Joe Hanvey has won as the best rage quitter ever. So I'll start a new poll. Do you want to start a poll? How do I dismiss poll? For God's sake, I'm having a go at Joe Hanvey for not being able to rage quit properly. And and I've deleted Mr. 42's bloody pinned stream now. All right, Mr. 42, can you just, if you're still in the chat, can you post again a link to Discord? You know what? I've completely fucked that poll up completely. So I'm going to make an executive decision and we're going to go over to Flatzoids, I think. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let me find my stream link. That's Discord. Oh yeah, we've got some TikTok to do as well. Some flat Earth TikTok. Right, is that the one I want? Is this the one I want? No, that's not the one I want.
No.
Is
not
this,
again. Once was enough.
is this the one I want? No, that's not the one I want.
Oh, God, not twice.
Oh, it's this one. It is this one. And I did timestamp the time, and I wrote it down with a pen. Okay, 2:44:37 when we get to this. Oh, we've got an ad as well. My goodness gracious me. Right, well, while that ad is there, it looks like... Oh, got Harley's Corner in the... And thank you so much. When an honest man discovers he's mistaken about something, one of two things can happen. He will either cease to be mistaken or cease to be honest. Jiren chose wisely. You know what? I hope that continues. I think the time with the gyroscope on the documentary, I was watching that earlier on tonight before the stream, getting psyched up. And, you know, Bob Nadell said, we found the 15-degree per hour drift. So then what we had to do was try and find a way to explain why it wasn't the Earth moving. You know, before they did the experiment, it was like, we'll get this gyroscope and then we'll use it to show that the Earth isn't moving. And then when they got the wrong result, it was a case of like, oh, we'll use it now to show that the sky is moving. And then like the shift in the goalposts. So he has had a history of shifting goalposts. But I do hope.
I believe what Bob Nadell then said was they forgot to factor in the energies of the heavens.
Yes. Thing is about Bob Nadell, he was, you know, I don't want to speak ill of somebody who can't now defend himself.
Did you know that Amazon has a 50?
But he was a very, very intelligent person. I think, you know, he was in charge of, he had a quite responsible job, and he was very intelligent in his field. You know, I think that just is where religion comes into it. He had a religious flat Earth belief, and that overrode his scientific, logical part of his brain. I don't know what you think.
I don't think Stalin was stupid.
Who said that?
No, you know, I don't think Joseph Stalin was particularly stupid. That.
Oh, sorry. I see what you mean. Yeah, just not nice and on it. Yeah.
You can be quite intelligent and very wrong.
That is true. But when you're talking objectively about a scientific field, and that's what like he was wrong, but he was collecting data. He was performing scientific experiments. All of those experiments were going against what he actually, what he'd actually predicted. And with that empirical data, then there has to be not just a wrongness, but a willful dishonesty or a willful manipulation of the truth to then try and spin it from being a point where this gyroscope is going to measure Earth's movement or not to, okay, now this gyroscope is actually measuring the movement of the sky. You know, if that's the route he was going to go, he'd never have got the gyroscope to measure the movement of the Earth anyway. You know, it's quite I do put it a little bit down to his religious beliefs. So,
okay, you know who Linus Pauling was?
No.
You don't know who Linus Pauling was?
I'm going to feel very stupid. Is he? I'm not. Is he?
Yeah, you might because he won 2 Nobel Prizes, one for physics, one for peace. He's kind of the kind of father of quantum physics.
He wasn't a Blackman fan. If he's not a Blackman fan, I won't have heard of him.
But for some reason, Linus Pauling, who was a bona fide genius and is at one point became obsessed with vitamin C and how you should take loads of it and you'll never get sick and it'll cure everything.
Didn't Carrie Mullis as well, who obviously also won the Nobel Prize, didn't he go completely off the rails in later years? And wasn't that down to like, was he taking LSD or hallucinogenics or something like that? Was that what he was on?
Quite possibly, but Linus Pauling just really thought he was so smart that no matter what he said, he'd be right.
I mean, some people are. Sorry, go
on. But my point is that Linus Pauling was a genuinely smart man. But he at some point became obsessed with the idea that take vitamin C for everything and it'll be fine. Apparently, he didn't really have colds or flus in his later life, but plenty of problems with acid reflux.
Too much orange juice. Too many oranges and lemons.
He was apparently taking ascorbic acid by the spoonful, but yeah.
Kidding. Bloody hell. I have no idea what this means. The member milestone chat. I don't know what a member milestone chat is. Obviously, there's been some kind of cock up here.
No. If you have a member for a certain time, then you're allowed to post a thing that's kind of akin to a super chat.
And it's just broken for Harley for some reason. He's tried to post something. It's not.
I'd never seen that before.
No, that's a new one for me. New one. Right, let's hop over to Flatzoid's stream. Now, I did put a video on this last week, but the story is, it was a Sunday morning, and I was sat here watching Flatzoid's live stream, and this guy here there's a bit of a backstory with me and him actually, which I'll tell you later on. But he popped on to talk about what's it, and let's just get to the right
ones. Oh, you can't see your breath because it's like a desert. There's no humidity.
There was
humidity. I was looking in less reasons.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to make his point. He's going to make his point about Witsit gets it, and he doesn't believe that the 24-hour sun observation was real. Mandevil, yeah, I absolutely do. I will tell you now that the Culture Catz company has a staff rota of one person, and he's an incompetent wanker. But I can't tell him that now because he's busy presenting a stream. Let's see what Brian's got to say about Witsit.
Yeah, but I've just been on the side listening there and agree with just about everything you all say. The only thing I want to put into the mix, if it's possible, is that I think we can accept now that Witsit has been compromised.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. However, could we turn him into a double agent?
Harley, thank you very much for that super chat, and that clears it up. Thank you very, very much, sir. Double agent. I mean, like, I don't know what what are your thoughts on his thought process to even get to that point? What do you think?
I mean, I believe the term is main character syndrome. Like he really thinks he's the main protagonist in his own story.
Yeah, maybe like he's living some kind of Tom Clancy novel, and all around him is some like Secret Service kind of thing going on. Witsit is a new Jason Bourne.
Is he kind of the English Daniel Pratt or something?
Brian, he's a key member on the Discord server of Gem Panda, which is a great Discord server. The debates in Flat Earth and very, very lively. I think it's the biggest Discord server around. But I always call him Shouty Brian, which links into my story for later on. He's extremely angry and aggressive. And I've never actually seen his face before this. Never seen his face before this. But he loses his rag like faster than anybody I've ever seen before, if you doubt him. Just to say thank you to Dark Star. Yes, we're physicists. And Linus Powling was a biochemist. Right. Okay. Thank you for that. And also, the Wolfpack. The Wolfpack. Honored to have the Wolfpack here. Love you at Catz, absolute legend. Well, I'm not sure about that. Tiemo, I will never forget your top shelf Riley moment on Limey's channel. Back in the day. What can you tell us about that, mate? What was that all about?
Well, because of the way I cut my beard and my hair at the time, I was apparently demoted to be a bargain-based Riley. I think I can find you the short from Adam.
Yeah, pop us a link. I'll play it after this. If you pop us a link in Discord, I'll bring it up after this. I've got a story about Riley while everyone's here. I used to, before I started the Conspiracy Catz channel, I was in touch with Riley over Skype because he was actually, I was using him in the classroom as an example of bad science. So the kids could learn how to, I had a very disaffected, low ability class that were not interested in science. So I interviewed Riley and I would play the interview in the classroom and he would say stupid stuff. The kids would laugh. And then I would teach them why he's wrong. And they would, I even had them like writing letters, not that I'd ever send them to him, but like writing letters saying like, you know, dear Mr. Flat Earther, you're wrong because, and it worked a little bit. They got a little bit interested. But anyway, during that conversation, he was hammering me all day with messages like why Einstein was wrong, why Newton was wrong, why the flaws in the LIGO experiment and stuff like that. And then after telling me all that, he then sends me a message asking me how to work out, I think, what percentage 38 was out of 80. You know, he's telling me he can correct Einstein, and then he's asking me how to figure out a percentage for his taxes. Did you fire it over, mate?
Just give me a second. I'll put it in the Streamlabs chat there.
No problem. What I'm going to do is I'm going to press play here and very quickly run to the loo and then come back. But I want people to get the backstory of why I went on Flatzoid's stream. So this is how balmy Brian's plan was. I'll be back in a minute.
Now he must. I would say he must.
No, you cannot. Do you want to know why?
Hear me out first.
Let him finish first, Ryan, and then pull it up.
Okay. Can you kill his family though? Okay, go ahead.
They won't kill anybody's family. Take the notice
What?
of that.
Okay.
Listen, he must have some evidence that this was rigged. He must have either emails or payment into his bank account or something that he could show us all and spill the beans. I will give him $100 if he does that, and I'm sure you would all give. It would be a world changer if we could get him to be a double agent.
Can I ask you this? Can I ask you this? If somebody could actually kill your family without even being in the area through directed energy weapons or, you know, something of the like. I mean, even in the 60s, they had the heart attack gun, which they shot a bullet of ice that contained a neurotoxin that would cause you to have a heart attack. So if somebody could kill your family without even being in the area, right, would you put forth the truth for $100 a person or any price? I just have that question.
Yeah. You believe in nonsense again.
Oh, no, I don't. This is proven fact.
Hold on a minute. It's equally.
Okay, where are we up to? What have I missed there?
It's the bit where Brian said, "Oh yeah, we can pay him $100 each, and he'll become a double agent." And other people spin all their yarn, and he goes, "No, you're all talking nonsense now."
Well, have we got to the bit where he talks about the mysterious them that might have threatened him? Okay. So I'll skip to my bit
to him.
So go on.
They've gotten to him, definitely.
So I was watching this, and then in the chat, and you know, a lot of you might have seen the video I made on this. Maybe you haven't, and if you haven't, you guys. I was watching this live on the Sunday morning, so I posted a comment in the chat, and the comment in the chat basically said, "Come on, guys, this is hilarious. How many of you have ever actually been threatened by a mysterious them? You know, like basically, why are you talking like this? Because you're just winding each other up." It was the intention behind the comment. You know, you're just getting each other all het up for something that you know doesn't exist. And PJ, this guy here in the top right, like basically told me to do one and deleted my comment. So what I did is I decided to join the stream to have a little bit of a laugh. 3:18:43. Let's have a look. Okay. So I'll press play in a minute. I'll just see if I've missed anything in chat while I was having a tinkle. No. Okie dokie. Right. Oh, hello, Gary. Thank you very much for being a member. If you click the link at the... Oh, I've deleted the damn thing. If you check out the members community post tomorrow that I'll put out in the morning, you'll have a link there for access to the Discord. For some reason, I've accidentally deleted. When I was faffing about trying to set a poll before, I've accidentally deleted the thing in chat. Can I reinstate it? I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, so I go on, and this is what happens. Tiemo, if at any point you want to stop and say something, just say stop, and I will pause it, mate.
I'm highly amused.
Well, just let us know. I'll pause it. But here we go. Here's me challenging him.
There's a couple of fights that I've watched, like Wise Up. He did a whole series on it. He investigated the whole place. Comparably, age-wise, it doesn't match with the Egyptian timeline at all. It's like it was.
I will say, I'll speak in about 2 seconds' time. I was in the background. I didn't realize I was on the stream, and I was setting up my OBS so I could start recording it from the background. And I tried to record by saying, "Oh, I'm just waiting to be added to Flatzoid stream," but I was already on, and that's what you hear in a second.
What, by the way, is by the way, what's the Egyptian timeline?
Oh, I'm on screen already. I'm talking.
Yeah, look here. Catz is here.
I didn't realize I was here. Sorry.
No, you're on. We hear you.
I didn't realize he popped me on. Right, I'll shut up till you speak to me. I was just talking to someone saying I was in the back room of his show waiting to get on. I didn't realize I was on. Right, I'll shut up. You guys carry on.
Oh, welcome aboard, Catz.
Lucky you didn't say something you regretted there, Catz.
Well, come on. I'm only going to be a couple minutes, but I want to ask this question, right? As flat earthers, you are obviously worried about censorship, aren't you? You obviously feel that you guys are censored, and you will be against censorship.
No, but censorship at the end of the day is validation. I'll tell you what, when I see a post on Facebook that says
this guy never shuts up, by the way,
I cannot see it, right? And that I have to click a couple disclaimers to see it, I'm going to take that as truth.
So if somebody says something and then is immediately censored, even if what they say isn't offensive, then that's
not true. You're discounting intellectual capability. Discernment. You're discounting discernment. But I do know from being in this realm for a long time that when that happens, it's generally done to protect the interest of powerful people. And so I will look at it, and if it's rubbish, I will just move on.
Tiemo, my point on that is if he's saying that censorship is to protect powerful people, then surely the Flat Earth channel is censoring people commenting by booting them all the time, then, they are considering themselves a powerful people. Is that's what I read into that.
It's all a load of I'm a victim crap, to be quite honest. But I'm sorry, but censorship what? A channel or a platform says you can't say these things here. Can I walk into a church and say, "Hail Satan"? No, I can't, because that's a private thing. So, like, I don't even. And also, what censorship? He's saying, "Oh, there's a community warning on it, and I have to do a couple of clicks." That's not censorship.
They seem to have a very different opinion of what censorship is to the rest of it, for sure. Like YouTube doesn't promote conspiracy videos, even if it allows them, but it does allow them, and then it allows the subscribers of a channel to see them. But there's a difference between censoring something, so it's not allowed to be seen, and not choosing to spread it to a wide audience. You know, but they seem to think that if they're not being pushed out, they are being censored.
Yeah, that's just victimhood. That's just like me. I don't get it all my own way. I'm a victim now.
100%. And thank you. Did you say that really? Yeah. Arwin Coffee Fund redirected. But the issue is, actually, there are plenty of flat Earth channels that do very, very well. Jeranism stream last night. I mean, God, over there, he must have earned close to £1,000 on his stream. He had like 10,000 people watching, and okay, it might be he's now on the verge of absolutely not being a flat earther. We'll play some clips in a second with that, but he's earned a lot of money and had a massive reach, 164,000 subscribers. He's not being censored. The thing with Jeranism, and I'll put my hand up here, he's actually very, very good at producing his show. Far better than I am, a million times better than I am. He's got a good voice for presenting. He would make an excellent radio host. You know, he actually puts, even though what he's been saying has been shite, he is actually very easy to listen to, very easy to watch. You know, and that's why he does well. All these flat earthers complaining about censorship put out absolute garbage that nobody wants to watch.
I mean, do you want to listen to Oakley?
Oakley's been his own worst. Thank you, the turtle moves. Thank you very much. Oakley's been his own worst enemy, though, isn't he? He could have built a debate platform like modern day debates, that's been very successful, where people would go on and have debates. But he wanted to be seen as this debate monster. It was very all about him. And now nobody just wants to go on. He doesn't get debates. Nobody wants to go on. Everyone's just sick of him. Very like, would you ever go on?
Smart.
Would you ever go on it? Would you ever consider going on his channel?
No. Why? Why would I? It's not a debate. It's not an anything. I'd go on there and say something, and I would be muted after about 30 seconds, and then I'd be blocked forever. What's the point?
Exactly. He's ruined. Like, he could have had something there if he'd have handled it the right way. You know, like Jeren. You know, like Jeren's show is a good show. It's good to watch. It's good to listen to, even if the content of what he's saying is rubbish. The whole production value is great. You know, I was listening to it like a radio show. I like it. Anyway, we're about to get into it. Well,
you know what I mean?
I agree, and here's my example. I agree with that you were having a conversation before with Brian, and you were all talking about powerful people maybe killing people, and you were taking it very seriously. And I posted a comment in the chat, a very innocent comment, and I posted a very innocent comment asking,
deals that make you say,
for God's sake, I need YouTube Premium. Sorry, I'll just play that through. But yeah, Tiemo, if you ever want me to stop in any of this, just shout stop, and I'll pause.
It's fine. Don't worry.
Do Americans know about Only Fools and Horses? I know you're not American, but I just wonder if the Americans in the chat know what Only Fools and Horses. Okay, I'll monitor the chat for answers for that. Let's. This is where it all goes downhill very quickly. You guys here on stream ever been threatened by them, which is very relevant to the conversation you were having. And yet, somebody with a position of power, right, PJ here, decided to kick me from the chat for asking that question. Now, there's nothing inherently offensive about the question I asked. So I've got to wonder why that was such a threatening.
No, that's a fair question. I can
honestly. The way you said it, dude, is at the end of it, it was like, no. You know what I mean? I could tell the attitude.
So you were triggered by the word no?
Don't come in all
innocent. You were triggered by the word no?
Don't come in. Just shut up, guys. Don't come in all innocent.
Jesus,
going like that. You were timed out for 10 minutes, dude.
You timed me out for asking a simple question. No, I've actually got the comments.
Shut up.
I've actually
got timed out for 10 minutes. Stop being a
all I'm doing is searching for a video. All I'm doing is searching for a video.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So that went well. The first bit. It gets worse. But I don't know. Like, I thought my point was fair. Do you think I was trolling? Be honest. Do you think I was trolling, or do you think it was a legitimate question?
I mean, you were poking the bear a little bit, sure, but outright trolling, no. Also, I want to know what the fuck is that on that guy's wall? Is that the splayed out squirrel?
Oh my god, I've never noticed that before. Is that where Roland Rat went? Is that why we never see him on TV anymore? And what are these under? Did that thing have the biggest ire? I've learned that now. Ire. Did it have the biggest ire? You've taught me that, mate. The biggest ire ever. My God, were they its legs?
Is he very proudly displaying that he killed a squirrel?
I have no idea. Or did he just throw it against the wall really hard? I don't.
Maybe that used to be his pet cat. I don't like.
God. Well, inside his pet cat. Hoyner, you were trolling as you already knew the answer and how awkward it was. I can't disagree with you, Hoyner. I did know that it was ridiculous to say that. And I did know that when I brought it up that they were going to go nuts. The reason I did it was because the people in the chat who were watching at the time were kind of just nodding along and agreeing. They were like, yeah, absolutely. You know, they might get Witsett's family. They might do this and they might do that. And I just kind of wanted to challenge this lot in front of the... I never thought I was going to change their minds, but like, can I at least challenge it in front of the viewers to see, to show them how they react? But you are right. I did know what was going on. Hi, Sean. Sean was streaming this live at the time on his end. I've watched his reaction. It's hilarious. Go and check out Sean's channel. I'm sure you all know him. He's been around longer than I have, but definitely give him a subscriber. He's hilarious at this. Right. We'll crack on. But is there anything else you want to add, Tiemo, before I press play?
Yes, I want to add that Arnold is fucking hilarious, is what I want to add.
What's he said?
Did you...
Oh, Jesus. Arnold, I do hope not. You know, if that is a serious post, we are being very disrespectful laughing. But I'm pretty sure it is a trolling post. Sean, you are welcome, and you are absolutely coming on it soon if you still would like to. Okay, so let's go and see how this goes downhill very quickly.
Okay, I'm back now.
Flats is here. Let him.
Yeah, I can start that. Okay, I don't have an issue with what PJ or Vicky and them do as moderator. I think they do a very good job because we get a lot of trolls on here. I do agree that maybe, but it's a weird one because the way you sarcastically say it makes it seem trollish, and that's probably why he did it. I don't agree with the reason. I don't agree with the way you're coming on here to try and insinuate he's just banning for no reason, because that by itself is trollish behavior.
Well, I will read out word for word because I've screen grabbed.
And you weren't banned, Catz. You were timed out.
Okay, yeah, timed out. But what I'll do is I'll read word for word what I said, And you can scroll back in the chat. And, well, actually, you can't because it's been taken down, but I've obviously got it on video. I wrote down, well, this is hilarious. Have any of you ever been approached by them with a threat? And then I put the word no. Now, am I incorrect in that? So as a factual statement, have any of you ever been approached by them with a threat? The answer to that is no.
Even the way you just asked it sounds condescending.
The answer to that is no. So do you see how PJ immediately, rather than just saying, okay, yeah, none of us have ever been threatened, he immediately jumps to, yeah, but the way you said it was I didn't even say it. I typed it. I just literally said, have any of you ever been threatened by them? And he's taken it condescending, very wriggly when it comes to providing an answer.
That's a thing, though, I've noticed with people like Flatzoid. It's like, oh, you're a troll, you're a troll, you're a troll, you're a troll. It's like, what? Because I don't agree with you? That
It's a very definition of an echo chamber over there.
Yeah. Especially with Flatzoid, who's been caught in the odd porcupine.
Yeah, Mr. 11 frames. Darkstar 4400, $10. I want to say thank you very much for that. If there were a powerful centuries-old conspiracy to hide the true nature of the Earth, there would be no flat Earthers anywhere. Period. You're right. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And for that, I'm going to give you this. Can I find it? I don't know which. See, I didn't properly label these, so I don't even know what this is going to sound like.
Hey, I don't know what's going on, but if you think you can super chat me and get away with it, man, I will be round your house with a handwritten note and a smiley face drawn on it to say thank you. Is that what you want? Because that's what'll happen. Don't mess with me, man.
Yes, I'll be around your house to say thank you in a very polite manner. That's the kind of way I roll. Thank you very much for that. So let's go back again. Tiemo, just feel free to say stop at any point you want to say something, and I'll pause it. Oh, can I just ask, who is SSUM? What's that short for? Because I believe that this guy in B is his son, and I've been trying to find the dad's channel just to see what content they put out.
Oh, he was on FTFE's channel for a few times. I think that's the same sum. I think he's actually a Nigerian flat earther, unless I'm completely mistaken. He's a bit special.
Well, they all, and this is again where I'm going to address this later on when I talk about Jiren, but a lot of them are, and I do try not to make videos about those who I think are genuinely mentally ill. Okay, I really, I'm not a psychiatrist, obviously, or anything like that, but if I see somebody like Pete O'Shea, for example, I think the guy's completely mad as a box of frogs. You'll never see me make a video about Pete O'Shea. I'm just not going to do it. But people who I think are making money by being dishonest and manipulating truth, then I will make videos about them. So yeah, maybe if he's a bit like that, I'll stay away. Man Devil, it is a good accent. I know you said before it was a good Italian accent, but what I was going for was Scottish. So right, let's see what else. Okay, let's go on and see what else is being said. So what I wrote was factually correct.
Okay,
Okay,
wait. Let me get this back on track. Okay. Yeah. Yes, I agree. Catz didn't mean it trollish. Okay. PJ picked it up as trollish. Okay. So yeah. So you just got timed out. You didn't get banned, but now that you're crying about it, it's kind of taking the stream off a path to like, who banned who's unfair.
Can I just read out what Skeptic said? Skeptic says, PJ was easy on you guys. Tattletale, I'd have launched you.
Yeah, cool. Now, all I'm going to ask before I jump off
before you jump off, I want to tell you something right quick. I've been threatened to be beat up and
I'll just mute that while the advert goes on. So this guy here now.
I don't want to be mean about I don't want to be mean about PJ, but he doesn't look healthy.
He doesn't look healthy. He looks like he might. I don't want to say anything that's going to land me in legal bother. He doesn't look healthy. So I'll just leave it.
Neither does the squirrel on his wall. But anyway,
no, yeah, at least looks healthier than that. Sovereign. Okay, that's it. Yeah. No, he doesn't. He's very, very paranoid about things over there. Yeah, very, very paranoid. Now, this guy in the blue here, or Lebel, or whatever he's called, I'm not quite sure what his name is. He's going to tell a story about how he gets bullied at work for being a flat earther. And I tried to make it clear to him, though, and I'll make it clear now. That is bang out of order. Like, it is bang out of order that people are going to bully someone in the workplace. But a lot of people left comments with me saying, well, what possibly has happened is he just doesn't shut up about flat earth and people get pissed off with him and tell him to be quiet, which also is fair. But, I don't stand for, like bullying these people. But I do think it's fair to highlight those who are selling the idea of a flat earth to people just to make money off them. I think it's fair to ridicule those people. Gibletto, thank you. So, Tiemo, I'll ask your Rob C. Nesbitt. Yeah, Rob C. Nesbitt. Thank you, Gibletto. I'll ask your honest opinion on this because it's a fine line to walk when you're dealing with people that are mentally ill between picking on the right people. Do you think as a community we get that right? And be specific. If you think I get it wrong, tell me if I get it wrong. What's your stance on that?
No, I think by and large, there will always be arseholes who pick on people who are actually mentally unwell. That's never going to be different. But no, as a community, I don't think people pick on people who are mentally unwell at all. Now, do I believe that somebody like Daniel Pratt is mentally well? No, I don't. But what you gonna do? Because he's got a platform and he's vile.
It's extremely vile. Extremely vile. I'll bring this up by Dick Wayne. Normally, I just ignore Dick Wayne because he's a rambler. Like he will just ramble some comment and then run away when somebody addresses it logically. He's not really somebody who's capable of a chat, and he's one of these religious flat earthers. But I'll explain this to you because this is what you don't understand. When you believe in something like the flat earth, you believe that everybody everywhere is lying to you. It drags you down into a rabbit hole of paranoia where you can't trust anybody, where you are paranoid about absolutely everything. And some people are very, very vulnerable mentally and are susceptible to that, and it will ruin their lives. And then these people see heroes in the likes of Nathan Oakley, Quantum Arrays, Jeranism in the past. And they'll start giving them their money. These people who are generally on very low wages as well, minimum wage or totally unemployed. And they'll be giving their money hand over fist to these people and subscribing to them on Patreon and stuff like that. And they'll be losing contact with their friends, losing contact with their family because of listening to what these people say. And those are the people that need protecting. So this whole kind of, culture catch, you're bullying these people. It's a good coping mechanism for yourself. It's a good coping mechanism from yourself. But what I try and do is highlight the people who are actually ruining other people's lives. People like Nathan Oakley, for example, who are, for their own personal gain, selling ridiculous arguments, pushing people down a rabbit hole. Now, you might class that as bullying, maybe because you feel, as one of his followers, that it's pissing over your beliefs. maybe you're just a snowflake. I don't know. You don't put content out yourself. But it's not about bullying. It's about shaming the people who are deliberately ruining other people's lives. The people who are vulnerable are the ones that need to be protected. And by ridiculing these absolute numbnuts that you seem to put on a pedestal because you are scientifically illiterate and you have this belief in your holy book that you can't back up with any kind of reason, any kind of logic, right? By ridiculing them, we are preventing other people, by highlighting them to the community, the wider community, we're ridiculing them to prevent other people falling down that rabbit hole and having their lives ruined so they don't then lose contact with their friends and family. Now, if you say that's bullying, it's water off a duck's back to me, because personally, like I said, you just ramble and then you run away. You don't produce content. You post multiple comments on my channel a day, almost obsessively so, and you never get involved in any kind of sensible conversation about it. You've been offered numerous times to put a video on your channel and come and have a discussion about it, but there are reasons that you won't. And those reasons are probably that you are aware that you're scientifically illiterate and you will get torn apart in one of these discussions. You are aware that you have just a religious belief and you're a flat earther because your book tells you that you should be. But no, we don't go around highlighting any old person who happens to be a flat earther. We go around highlighting those who are making money selling this ridiculous idea to other people. Anyway, that is you in your box, and I'll let the chat deal with you from there. Tiemo, was that too harsh there, or what do you think?
All I can say is this. In 3 weeks' time, I'm flying over to the UK. I'm going to meet you. And then a couple of days later, I'm going to meet STST, who I've had jolly good arguments online before with, because he used to be a flat earther. But I don't think I could bully that man if I tried. And I'm going to sit down with him, but he's no longer a flat earther, doesn't matter, but I'm going to sit down with that guy and his wife now and have a good time and have a few beers. So if you think I'm bullying people because I disagree with them, go and fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Would be my general drift.
I want to say thank you to Gary I.O. I went to STSC's wedding. I went out the week before. I drove all the way down to Ipswich the week before his wedding, and me and him went out around Ipswich, had a few beers. And I will say this because he's put this out there publicly. I wouldn't be sharing stuff he hasn't put out there publicly. But his belief in the flat earth cost him his friends. It cost him contact with his family. It cost him what ended up being his marriage. If he hadn't come out, he wouldn't, his now wife would have just completely walked away from him. He's put all that out there publicly. So I'm not saying stuff he doesn't want to be out there. And these are the people, Dick, that, you are pushing down that rabbit hole, So I don't know. You when you start making content and justifying your comments, then I will treat you more than just somebody who rambles. But from now on, I won't even read your comments for the rest of the stream. But have a nice evening. Okay. Let's have a look. Here we get it. I had a family member admitting to me in Flerford, no longer welcome to anyone's home. When you've got somebody coming around your house telling your kids, that everybody's lying to them and that the earth is flat, and that they're constantly bringing up all the time, which is what they do. It is going to ruin relationships. It is. So, anyway, there we go. I got slightly distracted. What were we doing, Tiemo?
I know. Oh yeah, you were watching the tail end of the flat earth, the flatzoid disaster.
But I am looking forward to our meetup, actually. It'd be nice to have a few. Okay, let's see where this thing goes.
Being a flat earther at my job, dude, by coworkers. They
Yeah,
tell
but
me
that's
that
not
I
them.
live on
That's
it.
not the government.
No,
that's you pissing a coworker off.
I didn't say anything to them. They just found out I was a flat earther, Catz.
No, but
That's
they're a
all
dick.
it took.
That's true. Dave Weiss said the same. Dave Weiss said the same thing. That's why he had to leave his company. So I find that suspicious, but that is also a fact. So
there's a very big difference between there being dickheads in the world who will say and do threatening things for absolutely no reason, and a coordinated threat from a mysterious them who are monitoring everything you say.
There
so
is a mysterious
dickhead you've met on the street, and I believe
it's
them.
Not mysterious if you look into it, bro. Listen, it's not a mysterious them. Okay, we have a Dave Weiss, who I personally think is a shill.
If you haven't seen the video, the story he's trying to tell, I'm gonna tell it you now, right? Dave Weiss worked for a solar power company, a solar panel company, and they got hired by the Clintons to do some solar panels for them. That is literally the story. He finds it odd because he was a flat earther. I've done it. I've told you the story in less than 10 seconds.
But also he's a shill.
But and also he's a shill. Dave McKee, yes, the best rage quit. Yeah, perhaps the best one, but not the most incompetent one. Maybe I should rephrase it for the most incompetent one. So here we go. Here's the story, right? So yeah, Dave Weiss, solar panel company, hired by the Clintons. He finds it strange because he's a shill. Job done. Let's see how long it takes him to tell that.
Not a representation of the opinion of Flatzoid's channel, just my own personal burn the corporate fiction. I'm on here. Got to make that disclaimer. He's not making the attack against you, Dave. I'm stating this. But Dave Weiss had a solar panel company, okay? This is a suspicious thing. And one of the people who prop up Jiren and all those people, right, and say, oh, they went, trust me, bro, right? Well, Dave Weiss had a company, a solar panel company, that he said that because he came to Flat Earth and he's, for some fucking reason, which I have no idea why any businessman would ever do this. I would not if I had a company. I feel like no matter what I thought the world was, I would just do business, right? But he went to his business partners and said, hey, I've discovered the world is flat and it's not a globe. More accurately, a topographical plane or realm, right? Here's what I would say. And his business...
So fucking solar panels. He had a solar panel company. They were hired by the Clintons. He installed them. This is the longest story ever.
Partners all of a sudden wanted him to leave. Simultaneously, they were busy negotiating a contract to put solar panels on the Clintons. Do you know who the Clintons are and how many dead bodies are behind them and who they are and everything with them, right?
Clintons. They've got a card shop in the UK, Clinton's Cards. If you're not from the UK, we do. Do you know Clinton's Cards? Do you have a Clinton's Cards, Tiemo, in Ireland? Oh, right. Either his internet has dropped or mine has dropped. I'll wait for him to catch up, but somebody's internet has dropped. Yeah, Clinton's Cards. It's a card shop in Ireland, so clearly I'm winding him up.
No, Bill and Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, but
she's called Jean, the guy behind the woman behind the counter at the card shop. It's Jean Clinton.
And can I just say to
his company somehow, and listen, I can tell you something I know for sure personally. These people do not do business with just anybody. Like when you're the Clintons.
Deals that make you sing at Amazon.
Here we go. Let's go again.
Aristocracy, a bloodline, and you're part of the whole, pretty much every conspiracy that anybody talks about. And you do not just randomly choose some random solar panel company at all. Okay, Dave Weiss's company did the Clinton solar panels. Okay, especially with the whole climate, whatever you want to think about it, and the Agenda 2030, right? And so he just casually, in an interview with Nachikita, says,
"You back, mate? Oh, can you hear us, bud? Are you there, Tiemo?
Yeah.
Oh, can you hear? Yeah, sorry. Internet perhaps went a little bit on my end then. Went a little bit on my end. So yeah, it's still banging on about this solar power thing.
It's like that. There's some issue with the power in my building apparently, which cuts out a couple of seconds now. Then
Don't worry about it. If you go, I know where you've gone, and you're back. Golden skeptic. There is a big difference between being a skeptic and a conspiracy theorist. Absolutely, absolutely. And I would put that in line with the type of questions you ask. If you're skeptical about something and you ask, a cutting question that can be investigated and quantified, and then you can come up with a succinct answer to that question, then that's probably being a skeptic. If you're just going to say didn't happen, you can fake it, then you're a conspiracy theorist. And for that, you get one of these. Super chat. So there we go. Sorry, Tiemo, you were saying.
No. All good. The thing with the whole flat Earth community at this point now is that apparently they seem to all go towards, we don't have a model, we make no claims, you're just wrong. That seems to be it now.
Jeranism said exactly the same last night, and this is in my video tomorrow, where he basically says that's where flat Earth is. No map, no model, no way of making any predictions. I like the way he uses the term nothing burger. People just hand wave, dismissing anything that they can't answer. And he said, that's just where you are. That's just where you are. And that is exactly where flat Earth is. It's a belief, and that's fine. If you have a belief, I'm not religious, but I don't mind people believing in God or what. You got that belief, that's fine. But it's when you try and insert that belief into a scientific discussion that it becomes dishonest, in my personal opinion anyway.
It's getting to the level of young Earth creationism. It's like, we don't really have a model, you're just wrong, everything you're saying is wrong, done. Science, yeah.
It's become about debate tactics from the flat Earth side, so they don't get shown up rather than providing any evidence. And let's do an example of that. I'm going to ask you a question that. Do you have a garden, Tiemo?
Front yard, yeah.
You got a front yard. Okay. So let's pretend the front yard is the globe, right? And I'm going to be a flat earther. Tiemo, do you have a garden? No, do you have a front yard? Yeah. No, you don't. You're a liar. Prove to me you've got a front yard.
Here's the picture.
Okay. You just show me
CGI.
A picture. Yeah, you just show me a picture. Seriously, prove to me you've got a front yard. And that is exactly what the flat earthers do. That is exactly what they do. Government took it. So go on.
We're now at the level where it's like, yes, sure. If we take every single person that says, "Oh, the Earth is flat," to space, probably 1 in 3 will come back and admit that, "Oh yeah, we've been there." The other 2 will go, "Oh, what we've seen actually fits the model of the plastic dome somehow," or was Satan.
The windows were curved. The windows were curved. That's all it was. The windows, even though the curved windows didn't affect anything when we were on the runway. Like,
don't dismiss Satan though.
Well, funnily enough, I've got that clip. Did you see that one on Jiren's stream?
No.
You didn't? Well,
no.
Now. Well, first of all, Gibletto, thank you very much. I'm going to give you a super chat. Thank you for that. The government took everything for me, for my beliefs. I believe I should have kept all my money and they disagreed. I love that. You can have this for that.
Well, you can put it in there if you think it'll fit, but it'll certainly come out a different color. Anyway, thank you for the super chat.
And, oh my God, how did this one pass me by? Has this just arrived? Condemnation for the con men, compassion for the conned applies to tackling every conspiracy industry. I'm not here. This isn't happening. This is exactly what I was trying to allude to before. And it's very difficult to get it right 100% of the time. It's very difficult. Like, I used to make a lot of videos about Dell because I genuinely thought Dell was a con man who was, and now don't get me wrong, Dell is dragging people down and contributing to them having their lives ruined. But I now see him as a victim more than anything else. He was a big Eric Dubay fan when it started. You can tell that from what he said and how he acted when he had Eric on his channel and stuff. And I think he's a victim. So I don't touch him anymore. He doesn't monetize. He doesn't make money out of it. If anything, Dell will have lost out of Flat Earth than gained. He's not gained anything. He'll have lost. He'll have lost friends. He'll have lost respect. You know, I have compassion for him now where before I had contempt. You know, and I probably misjudged that one. It's not always easy to get it right, but thank you for that. Sorry, Tiemo, what were you saying before about who?
Oh, no.
You were beginning with S.
You were going to show something
about Satan. You've definitely not seen this on Jeren's stream.
No.
Okay, so let's figure out why Jiren actually saw the 24-hour sun.
The sun moved in a circle around them in Antarctica. Let me just go and tell you right now. You don't think Satan could pull that off?
Satan.
Oh, yeah. And let me tell you something else.
Now it's Satan who disguised himself as a ball of light and circled me in Antarctica because these guys are desperate.
That is, I don't know what to say. Right. So Satan did it.
Satan did it, and actually, there's another clip. I'll play the other clip later on, which just goes even worse. But this is where the religious thing comes in. When you believe that the Bible tells you the earth is flat or creationism is a thing, it doesn't matter what science says. It just doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, that's an old thing. That crap happened when I debated young Earth creationists in the late 90s, early 2000s at university, where basically their mantra was, the Bible says it's true, so science is wrong, no matter what you said.
Yeah.
That was the counter argument.
100%. It's exactly that. And it's so go on.
I have my issues with Will Duffy because he's actually part of a church that advocates that the earth was created in a literal 6 days and other crap. But at least he's able to say, all right, sun, earth, not flat.
I'm glad you brought it because I want to talk to Will Duffy. And I like the guy. I think he's a nice guy. I haven't reached out to him to speak to him because let's face it, when it comes to this whole final experiment thing, I showed absolutely no interest until it happened. And that is genuinely because I was not interested until it happened and I saw the fallout. But it's going to look to him as if like he's jumping on the bandwagon, right? So if I reach out to Will Duffy and say, I'd really like to have a chat with you, I can well expect him to be like, no, because you're just jumping on the bandwagon of all our hard work. I can see that he would think that, which isn't true, but I can see how it looks. But I do want to talk to him. I've got a lot of respect for the guy. He doesn't preach his creationism beliefs online. He doesn't do any kind of online activism and try and undermine science education. So I don't have a problem with him believing what he believes. I don't have any kind of problem with him. I've got respect for him for what he's done, but I don't think he'll speak to me. We'll see.
Yeah, he might.
Maybe. You know, I'd make it, but I'd feel cheeky asking. Is what, you know, he's done all the groundwork. He's laid all the money out, and then there's me who looks like I'm jumping on it just for my own personal gain, which isn't. I am actually interested in the fallout, but I know how it looks. Yeah, Riley Bow, I'll give you that. He's a very, very, very good word salider. He doesn't understand the word he says himself. Thank you for that. Golden Skeptic, if you check out the members community tab tomorrow morning. There will be a post and a link to a video to show you how to access the Discord server for members only. Check that out tomorrow morning. And it's nice to have you there, sir.
I can't, by the way, believe that that Witsit is now jumping on the Joe Hanvey bandwagon. Oh, look, there's a new model, blah blah blah. I genuinely thought that Witsit would go, oh, it's geocentrism now. I was so convinced he'd go with that bollocks.
The thing for me, and I'm right, like the fact he's made that leap, he's argued and been so cocky with it and so like word salady with it that, oh, it's flat. And then he's gone, okay, well, see this done, so all right, it's not flat, but it's stationary. Well, that isn't just a little shift. That is a monumental change in everything he said. There's got to be some recognition there. There's got, like, Jeranism has at least come out and said, shit, I was wrong here, and you know, whatever. You know, he needs to learn a little bit of that humility, I think, Witsit, in my opinion. Woody 2.0, thank you for shouting out the 8 out of 10 Catz channel. Please come, if you can get somebody to come and debate you. You're not going to get this fella to debate you in a million years. He's not capable, he's not willing. He just hasn't got what it takes. But, you know, we'd love to get you on to debate. Sorry, Tiemo, I jumped over you there when I was...
No, not at all. No. All good.
What are you drinking there, by the way? I'm on Carlsberg.
I'm on...
What is that? My screen is small where I'm seeing it.
It's a tiny brewery from Traunstein in Bavaria, which for some reason sells, like, I actually looked it up beforehand. They have 14 employees, but for some reason there's an off license in Ireland that sells their stuff.
Dunkel. Dark. Okay. Hast du Dark gesehen auf Netflix? Angesehen.
Yes. Of course I have. Dark is fantastic. I can only recommend if you haven't seen Dark on Netflix, go watch it.
I'm watching. Oh, sorry, go on.
It's a bit of a mindfuck, but yeah.
It is outstanding. And I'm watching Das Signal at the minute, which is really good. Woody, here's your answer. Okay. Okay. Hanvey and Witsit have a new line of stuff. Yes, absolutely. That is what my video is about tomorrow. They do have a new line of selling balls. 100%. Okay, let's get back to this.
Yeah, you know,
it's a story about the solar panels. If you've just joined us, it's fucking boring.
Told them, I was like, hey, I'm a flat earther, and they're like, it's not going to really work with us.
Does this story end at any point?
Decided to amicably part ways with them, right? And they had just negotiated a contract to put solar panels on the Clintons' house, which the Clintons do not. So my point is,
yes. See, he's sarcastic. See, you think I'm going to apologize to someone like that? All names taken. You can hear him being sarcastic and condescending, right?
Yeah, I am being sarcastic because he's taken 5 minutes to say the Clintons gave Dave Weiss's solar panel company a contract. He's taken 5 minutes to say that. So I am going to rush him up on that.
Right now,
he's a shill, bro.
Yeah. Exactly. Did you think I'm going to sit and listen to someone like Catz, who's a condescending prick?
So the story is the Clintons gave. Listen, he's called me a condescending prick there. I am not condescending. Dave Weiss, a solar panel contract, and what you're saying is, that's right. I am a prick, but I'm not. I'm not so. Woody, you're barking up that you're not going to get anything from our friend there. So I just wonder. Oh, we should almost be there now. you find that suspicious because he's a flat earther. I've done that in 10 seconds.
Go ahead, shoot. I want you to, because you're fucking with the wrong one right now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Shoot. What do you deduce about that? Go ahead.
What I deduce is that his company got a solar panel contract. That's it. And he's a flat earther. That's it. That's the story. Like started.
No, it's not. You can't just gloss over that. How many immensely wealthy people do you know?
About 6 million. Right. But back to the comment.
Fuck off. Listen to this. Listen, you don't just get a contract with the Clinton. No, you're full of shit. Full of shit. You do not get a contract with the Clintons.
Right, that's brilliant. It's a beautiful story.
No, it's not a different story.
Are we just
going
to
get a
contract going over the Clintons?
What the fuck?
Just tell me again, who is that guy? SSUM. Like, why doesn't he ever shut up? What was he like on FTFE?
If I said waffle, it wouldn't come anywhere near it. He's a king waffler.
Yeah, I'm beginning to see that. Yeah, like the sound of his own voice.
Wait. Would you guys agree that you have to have connections to be able to get contracts with the Clintons?
I believe that the Clintons themselves aren't personally going around hunting people down. They'll have people for them, accountants, and
there's
people who manage their properties. It will just reach out and just book someone to
people that control them. Yes, absolutely. They're going to make sure that nobody gets near their house.
Learn German with great German TV.
Dark. It's dark. This is dark. This bit. I can skip that. Well, at least I'm getting that kind of ad on my recommended thing, and not like, here's a penis pump or something like that. Back to the comment that I wrote.
No, you can't gloss over this, you globe show.
None of you have ever been threatened by this mysterious event. None of you have ever been threatened by this mysterious event.
I got something to say to him right quick.
When I wrote my question, wow, correct, was it not?
Catz, stop for a second.
I'm sorry, it's very difficult when
Flats, handle it.
I know what I'm talking.
The two of you speak. I'll be honest, at this point, I just decided I just wasn't going to shut up. Because when I tried to make the point, which was, why are you telling people that there's a mysterious them that might attack Whitsitt and his family when you have absolutely no evidence or no experience of such an entity of people? And I hadn't got any kind of answer. I'd been waffled on about the Clintons, so I just thought I'm just going to talk over everybody until I get it out. So that's why this bit's a bit of a shit show.
Okay, Catz,
I want to make a very quick point before I disappear. All I want to do is make a quick point before I disappear. But
let Catz just finish his point, and then you guys go on.
I appreciate that, Flatzoid. Thank you. It was going to be a quick point, but we got derailed by a 10-minute conversation with whatever it was. So my point is simply this: that if you want to be taken seriously when somebody asks you a genuine question that's related to what you're talking about, such as, have you ever been threatened by a mysterious them? When you are all talking about the likelihood of Whitsitt's family being killed by a mysterious, it comes across very snowflakey and very weak. If you then suddenly just kick somebody because you're triggered because they used the word no at the end or had the word hilarious in it, it's a very
argument.
Why you keep crying about getting climbed out from it? We explained to you he saw it as trollish,
and he was trolling. He was.
Yeah,
that's why he's in here now.
But you see, so it's over. It was explained to you. It doesn't. Reiterating is not going to change the response.
I mean, it might be because I'm making a video. I just want to put it in, and I want to see your reaction.
Well, that's what you want to do.
I'm doing that, but
that's trolling.
I am obviously. But
would you say that's genuine though, Catz? Because we don't need it.
Anyway, there is some more. That might come back to that later on. But
this is very sad. In the end,
it is. It is. But I'm actually going to do something that I shouldn't do. I'm actually going to give Flatzoid a little bit of praise here, because me and Flatzoid have been getting on quite well. I actually went onto his stream before Christmas just for a chat. Like there was PJ was even there, and this guy Robert Luddle or whatever he's called, and we just had a chat. That was fine. But because I came on to ask them a question this time, like it erupted. But Flatzoid actually did try to walk the line between getting a bit of order and reason things. You know, he did admit that his moderators perhaps mistook what I said for being trolling, etc. And you know, he did try and walk the line. I'll give him that. Harley Corner. At this point, it's more likely Witsit will get attacked by one of his own cult members. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They've trained them to be so suspicious. And for that, you get this.
Well, I never. Thank you so much. A super chat. What will they think of next?
But anyway, Tiemo, I never do super long streams, but I'm feeling it tonight. I'm feeling like I might stay on a little bit longer. But I am ultra conscious that you've given us nearly 3 hours of your time. It is 3 hours because you joined about 50. So, you know, I like I said before stream, I don't want you feeling as if, you know, it's getting late, you want to go to bed, etc. I don't want you feeling as if you're trapped. Love speaking to you, love to have you on, but just reminding you that you don't have to, you feel trapped.
You carry on what you're doing. I'm not trapped. It's fine.
You should. You're right. So as long as just whenever you're tired, just say I'm dropping out. I'm dropping. You know, I don't want to take this for granted. And obviously, you know, when you come around, I will be buying the beer. I'm looking forward to that. Couple of weeks. It's going to be a good day. Going to be a good day.
What Catz doesn't know yet is that he will suffer mightily from going on the pace with me. This is not going to go well for Catz.
And what Tiemo doesn't know yet is I'm only going to buy a box of Carlsberg and we're going to sit in my garden. And no, I'm kidding. oh, nice background changes.
You want to sit in your garden in February or January in Blackburn.
That's it. Why not? It'll be lovely.
Okay. That should be fantastic.
I want to move on to Jeranism's website to have a look at some of the things he's still promoting over there. But I played this at the beginning of the stream, but it did have an echo and obviously people drop in and out of live streams. But Jeranism was very, very clear last night about his beliefs on flat Earth, his beliefs about flat earthers. And this is what he had to say. If I can find it, I've condensed the best bits I can find in the first hour, just in the first hour. And I've overlapped it with what flat earthers were saying while he was saying his stuff. So this is Jiren's stance on flat earth right now.
If you are a flat earther or in the flat earth or following flat earthers, I'm just telling you, I've been in this for 10 years. It's going nowhere. Again, if you want to remain here for 10 years and get nowhere, you're in the right spot. Just be a flat earther. You will get nowhere. You will accomplish nothing. You'll lose more friends. You'll lose more family. The stupidity of flat earthers is astounding. Nobody believes anything. You don't have to believe anything when you're in flat earth. You don't have to believe anything because you don't have a model. We don't have a map. You just kind of just go through it. And if something comes up that doesn't match our worldview, we just kind of say it was fake and move on to the next thing and say, water lies flat. I cannot associate myself with these people or consider them smart ever again. I don't want to be called a flat earther. I don't want to be associated with people who can't see reality in front of them. Every single person that I used to think was a good researcher, from Level Earth Observer, to Plain Truth, to Don't Sphere the Truth, to Eric Dubé, to you name it, they all turned out to be trash.
He didn't hold back, did he, mate?
No. He certainly didn't hold back.
It was, I mean, we'll see in a second. I think there's still room. I'm just going to get his website up. I do want to say thank you for gifting the membership. There are, I keep saying this, but if for all new members, if you check out the community poll page tomorrow, you'll find access to the Discord. what I'm going to do here is pop on to Jeranism's website. I'm going to share that. Share. Have we got that? So yes, thank you very much for gifting that membership, CJ. Very, very kind. Right. Okay. Tiemo. And the chat. When it comes to Jeranism, what's more important in your opinion? Is it that he just says, I'm not a flat earther? Or is it bigger than that? In terms of his actions, like, do you expect more of him than just to say, I'm not a flat earther anymore?
I don't really expect anything of him. Just, you know, he's spreading so much other crap that him just distancing himself from the flat earth community isn't much.
That is my worry also. Like, if we look on his website here, and again, it's difficult because I'm sounding very hypocritical because I would never have done this with Ranty when he came out of Flat Earth, ever. But Ranty, although he had a following, for sure, his following was tied in with the Flat Earth debate team. And, you know, they just dropped him and carried on with Nathan Oakley. Whereas Jeranism's following was big and it's loyal to him and the Globebusters alone, really. And with him gone from Flat Earth, it's like, are they still going to be loyal to him with his other beliefs and what else is he pushing? And if you go on his website and you click on his Flat Earth playlist and you drop down and down and down, there should be something, unless he's removed it, which will be no additional topics. Why is that not moving on screen?
Don't know.
Okay, right. I'm going to reshare, and I'm just going to share a screen instead because I don't need audio. My bad. Sorry, everybody.
I can't say it enough. Ranty, at least turned around and said, "Go get vaccinated."
Oh, he did. He did. And he also pulled himself out of the Flat Earth. Like, there are still, and only still, a small number of people that will still leave comments and were like, yeah, you got Ranty out of Flat Earth. No, I didn't. I had nothing to do with Ranty coming out of Flat Earth. Ranty once gave me a call and he said, and I'm paraphrasing, I don't think I'm a Flat Earther anymore. Here's why. And then he showed me the most detailed breakdown on Google Earth of what he saw, which ended up being the White Swan Blackpool Tower kind of like Stockport photograph. He'd done all the calculations, all the he'd obviously spent an awful lot of time working it out. He'd done it himself, processed it in his own time, and then just said, I don't think I'm a Flat Earther anymore. Did it all by himself. And I respect that as well. He corrected himself. MC Toon nearly said Mick. Corrected himself. MC Toon nearly said Mick. I'm being a bit numb here. There's context to that. Tiemo, what's the context?
Don't know. I'm lost here myself.
He corrected himself. MC Toon nearly said Mick. I see spin. I am so sorry. I feel like I'm missing the context. Are we talking about Ranty or Jiren with that? Sorry, mate. I should be a bit more switched on. Sorry. But thank you very much for being a member. Yeah, so let's have a look here. What's he got on his website still as additional topics worth researching? Nuclear hoax. Nukes do not exist. The end of the germ theory, which is basically, for those who don't know what that means, it's people who think viruses and bacteria do not cause disease. That obviously expands into recent events. Did he say that really? Jiren is still into all the cracking notes. Yeah, it's like putting makeup on a pig. Yeah, polishing a turd, all that stuff. I can't disagree at this moment in time, but I do hope that the whole conspiracy thing is like a block, like a house of cards. And when one has been pulled out and it kind of changes that belief system, it might have a very rapid knock-on effect to the others, I hope. But for that, I will give you this.
So I was just at home the other day enjoying some breakfast, and my mother phoned. I picked up the phone. I said, "Fuck off!" But anyway, thank you so much for the super chat.
Sorry, team. I'll play that as soon as you started talking. Sorry, my friend. Go on.
No, not at all. You know, STST used to be into all sorts of conspiracy crap as well, and he's pretty much out of it now. Doesn't mean he all of a sudden trusts everything every government in the world does, and none of us should. It's okay to be skeptical of things, but there's a difference between being skeptical and being skeptical of absolutely everything that happens everywhere all the time, because it's nonsense.
Yeah, you can't be an auto hoaxer. Yeah. There's a difference between having common sense and being an auto hoaxer, you know. And I think of like, let's say the Ukraine war, right? And with Russia, I have no idea what conversations are obviously going on at the highest level, and with the military, etc. You know, I can imagine that there are conversations where they are saying, right, well, you know, we might have these elite teams, you know, I'm thinking like, you know, SAS, stuff like that, extremely covert. We want them to be performing certain operations. We're going to be trying to create propaganda with certain cyber attacks to get the Russian people on board. Or I can imagine there's lots of tactics that are obviously for national security kept secret, right? Doesn't mean, you know, I'm going to believe anything anyone says, but I'm sure there are things going on that we don't know about, because if we knew about them, then, you know, the enemy in war would know about them, and it would make no sense. So obviously there are things kept behind closed doors. But like you say, there are some people that just then say, well, everything's wrong, you know, therefore not just I'm not going to trust everything, but I'm literally going to decide that everything is a lie. And that it just makes no sense to me.
On the way home, I somehow tend to come to the bus stop, and either the bus is just leaving as I arrive there, no matter what time I finish at, or the bus is leaving 20 minutes after I arrive there. Either this is a conspiracy where people have cameras trained on me, or it's really just, well, shit luck. You know what I mean? I can either make up a conspiracy where I am the main person that somehow misses the bus because of dark powers, or it's just shit luck. I'm gonna stick with it's a conspiracy because I'm just that important, but you know what I mean.
But it is like you say, some people do imagine themselves as a central character in some kind of spy film or war film or whatever, you know. It's,
yes.
It's exactly what it is. But anyway, yeah, back to Jeren's website. So I don't know who Edward Bernays is, so I don't really know what that is. I've not watched it. But yeah, you know, encouraging people to investigate whether nuclear bombs are a hoax, whether germ theory is a hoax.
Have you, by the way, seen Eric Dubé's website?
Oh God, no, I have not. Let's. Well, I need to. I will look at that, but I also need to look at the short where you look like. I forgot about that. Where you look like Sleeping Warrior. In fact, I'm going to put a poll in the chat in a second. Copy link. How do I do that? So. Start a poll. Is this Sleeping Warrior? For those who remember Sleeping Warrior. Okay. I will start poll. I've not seen this. So what is it, a short or?
Yeah, it's a short put out by Triggered Limey.
Oh my God. So is this person
Oh God, Adam.
Oh God. Well, let's get to the thing. There we go. Is that? Let's have a look at the poll. Look, is that sleeping warrior? I'm going to give the poll 20 more seconds. 56% of the chat so far are saying yes, that is sleeping warrior. 57 is going up. Can we get it to 80? Can we get it to 80%? The poll or anything, but can we get it to 80%? Or are the chat 61? Maybe the chat might go against 62. Oh God. 69. Stop it. 71. It's fine. We got 15 seconds left. 15 seconds to get it to. Oh, it's gone back down to 69. If you vote 71. And I think that's 10. I think we're going to end there. Oh, I wanted to end on 69, but it ended on what did it end on? 70. Just missed it, mate. Oh, so I see spin. Yes, thank you so much. That makes perfect sense now. Yeah, McToon to do spin. Thank you. I get that. And thank you very much. I'm going to give you another one of these. But which one?
Well, you can put it in there if you think it'll fit, but it'll certainly come out a different color. Anyway, thank you for the super chat.
And we have an Eric Dubay website thing. There's nothing. I'm going to hit go in a minute. There's nothing that's going to get my channel taken down on there if I hit enter now, is there?
No. Just no, there isn't. No, not by hitting it. But just hit the conspiracy tab.
Where do you want to go?
It's just god awful. Because he's basically like everything is a conspiracy. Every single thing is a conspiracy.
Atlantis. He believes in Atlantis. My goodness.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs never existed. That was one that Jiren was pushing. Oh, one of the things that I'll come back to that site in a second. Absolutely. One of the things I wanted to show, which disturbed me, was, I can get down to the bottom of it, was this here. Now, I've posted a video clip on my Discord server. Remember, I'm not going to post it on YouTube because I don't know what YouTube will do if they see it. But needless to say, he was very vocal about his disbelief of certain things that have happened in the past. And I would like to see stuff like that, come down from his website for him to realize that. I can't believe even he left that up after the whole Alex Jones thing, because he's obviously got that from Alex Jones. And then Alex Jones has come out and said, okay, shit, I've got that wrong. And for him to even start that.
I'm sorry, but nukes do not exist.
Nukes don't. Pathogens don't. Dinosaurs don't. Dinosaurs were invented by a servant of royalty. It's crazy. Absolutely bizarre.
Yep. Everything's a hoax other than the things that we just make up.
I don't know.
They're totally real.
I just don't know where to go with that kind of utter nonsense. So let's have a look at Jeranism's site. Symbolism. Numerology. I like to see that. Let's see what the number 5 has got in store. Why is the highest military rank a 5-star general? I mean, I suppose, what a stupid question. Like, if you're going to have ranks, if you're going to have a highest, you have to have, if you go 1 to 10, it's going to go, why does it go 1 to 10? If you're going to go 1 to 9, someone's going to go, well, why does it go 1 to 9? Like, you've got to have a stopped point somewhere. Why does Sheriffs wear a 6-pointed gold star? Well, that's fuck all to do with the number 5 then, isn't it? Plato wrote that the numbers 5 and 6 were sacred in Atlantis. I had no idea this was this batshit crazy. I had absolutely no idea.
Yep.
Wow.
And this is the guy who tells all the truth about all the true things to all the super people. It's special, yeah.
Well, he's the guy that said the tides are caused by the Earth's rising and sinking on the bosom of the mighty deep, or something like that.
Yep.
I can't remember exactly what.
Oh, yes.
It's not the moon. It's not the sun. It's not gravity. It's not physics. It's the rise and fall of the Earth on the bosom of the mighty deep.
Yep.
That was it. The rise and fall of the Earth on the bosom of the mighty deep. That's what he said.
The number 5 represents the male principle of conscious outward action.
Well, 6 stands for intuitive risk.
Yep.
Oh, God. And people listen to this guy and thank him.
Yep.
Okay. So let's have a look at some of the numbers. This is just bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. Numerology. All right, Tiemo, choose a number, my friend.
9/11, because that's just somehow 9/11 is bad or good or something.
Yeah, I think we know where that one's going to go. I will go to that. I just want to thank the Turtle Moves. The symbolism behind the number 69. Well, I have no idea what that could possibly be. No idea. But I will say this. Super chat. Thank you very much for that. Okay, here we go. I don't know what I'm going to see. I'm nervous about pressing this. Since 1968, the number 911 has been the emergency phone number for the Americans to call when... Okay, well, there's nothing sinister about that. Yeah, on 9/11. And do you not think that was a deliberate decision, like, by the terrorists to say, you know, this is going to be ironic. That's their emergency number, so we're going to give them an emergency on that date, or maybe it was purely coincidental, but it's not numerology. All right, make sense of this one, my friend. I found a number here that isn't 9 or 11. It's actually 1,118. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dick about with it and make it say 11 and then pretend it's linked to the rest of the shit I'm talking about.
Yes. And there were also 9 original founding Templars, for which there's no historical basis. But anyway.
My God. And they were banded together in the year 1111, which is not 9/11. My goodness. This is bizarre. We've got to look at... I wonder if the flat earthers who follow him realize just how absolutely blind bonkers he is.
If Rachie is still in the chat, I don't know if she is. And there was one conversation, the one chat where I actually did point out that, look, Eric Dubé has all sorts of batshit crazy beliefs. One of them being that, you know, good old Hitler was a good guy. where Rachie actually went. Yeah, no.
It's just bizarre. Transparent moon.
Oh yeah. Look, I'm holding my hands up there, and that makes the moon transparent.
Photograph that. They're quite cool. Oh my goodness. Well,
this website is fantastic.
I think that might be something we could do as a video, actually, a standalone video. I'm gonna bring this to a head soon. What I'm gonna do is play this one more time while I go for a wee. Now, I'm not going to be on too much longer when I come back, but I'm going to be honest, Tiemo. When I come back, when this is finished, I'll probably still be on my way back from the toilet. It's the greatest rage quit of all time. I'm going to need you to hold the fort and talk to the chat. Are you up for that, my friend? Okay.
Sure.
So here we have the most incompetent rage quit of all time. He gives Will Duffy the middle finger, metaphorically. He tells him what he thinks of him. He's like, I'm out of here. I'm going to go. And then he can't go.
I don't care what you think anymore, Will. I don't care what all the Globe Zealots think. Go ahead, debunk the model. Say you debunked it all you want. I'm going to keep doing me as Jesus tells me to do me. But you're going to be exposed. I don't know when it's going to happen, but you're going to be exposed by the Father because you are falsely representing him and you're falsely representing his word. So we're done here. I'm out. Goodbye.
Thanks, Joe. Are you able to leave, or do I have to do something? But by the way, okay.
The quit there of Joe Hanvey will never get old, I don't think. So I'm supposed to hold up the fort while Catz is going up for a wee. And I see that in the side chat, Gleam and Dick Wayne are having conversations with people. Are they constructive conversations? I'm doubting it, I guess. Erzählen einen Witz. I could totally tell you a joke.
Right. There we go.
Apparently I was meant to tell a joke, but I failed.
So let's see what Honey says. Yes, translate a German joke into English. Well, I can't translate a German joke into English. Hey, did I get that right, Tiemo? Are you
you
almost
got
impressed
that.
with that?
He got that right.
But I don't know any German jokes that would be considered to be... I don't know, maybe you could tell one, and I'll see if I can translate it. But you'll have to speak very slowly. Es fällt mir sehr schwer, wenn man schnell spricht. Es fällt mir schwer, die Worte herauszuhören. So vielleicht nur langsam sprechen, bitte.
Was ist schwarz, weiß und rosa?
What is black, white, and red? Is it a nun falling down the stairs?
No.
No, God.
No, you see, that rosa is pink.
Oh, yeah. I'm confusing with road. Sorry, my bad. I've ruined that. So what's black, white, and pink? Go on.
It's a zebra with a sunburn. It wasn't meant to be funny, so.
Wow, I quite liked it. Well, we did our best for you, Hoina, there. We did our best for you. Harold, I hope you save some wee for its health benefits. I've got a tank there. I send it off to Nathan Oakley for minimum payment.
I think any wee needs to go to Dave Murphy.
I'll take it. Well, it was the best we could do. Especially after a few beers. Thank you. Anyone heard of music by Flurf, Mr. Cheswick. Yeah, Mr. Cheswick kind of ruined his reputation when he did a debate with FTFE, sorry. And then afterwards, he was in the chat, and I think he got timed out. So he started filing a load of malicious, false copyright strikes on FTFE, even though what he was copyright striking actually belonged to Mark Ronson. And he tried to get his channel taken down. He was just very malicious. So I just don't bother listening to anything he does. Just, yeah, I know people are talking about it and think it's quite amusing. It probably is, but I try and stay away from him. Although, Tony, thank you very much for that. I'm going to give you one of these. What will I give you? This one.
Well, thank you for the super chat, and in return, I'll give you some advice for all the cats out there. You've got to make sure you know the difference between a letterbox and a litter box. You don't want to keep crapping through the wrong one. It goes down very, very badly with the house owners.
So there we go. Yeah, letterbox and letterbox. Right, I'm not going to hang on too much longer, unless something pops up in the chat that they think we should cover and discuss. But I think I'm pretty much there. Yeah. So let's slowly start to wrap this up. Tiemo, thank you so much for coming on, mate. I really, really appreciate it.
I appreciate having been here.
It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
It was great fun. Also, German flat earthers are apparently the same as everybody else's flat earthers.
The arguments were not really very different, were they?
No. They were all just the same shit.
Do you find that because German people tend to have good English, kind of puts us to shame, really, that your language is a lot better? That because you do have good English, that you are probably learning, or the German flat earthers are probably learning and absorbing from English-speaking flat earthers, and that's probably right to say.
That's the impression I have, is that most of the conspiracy crap, at least when it comes to science conspiracy crap, yeah, that's more or less the same. There's nothing original there. The political conspiracies, they're a bit, there's different stuff there to an extent, but all the scientific conspiracy crap is the same.
Yeah. It's, I suppose, that's the nature of the internet, and it's social media these days. Things get spread, not just in your local town anymore, but, worldwide. Like, it used to be the time when every town had an idiot, and now each town's idiot is speaking to the next town's idiot, and the next town's idiot in a different country, and, well done.
Yeah, I mean, look, Brian's logic applied for the local village idiot exam, failed it, and now he's on the internet.
See, like, Brian's logic just it's so hard to figure out, because I like the guy. I've interacted with him when he came on to debate Ranty. When Ranty left Flat Earth, he came on our channel, and he was a lovely guy to do. He was really nice, but he's so absolutely stubbornly sure of himself, and yet he says the most monumentally stupid things. But he says it in such a confident way.
He's in the Oakley and flatzoid camp.
Yeah,
I have no model. I make no claims, but you're all wrong because something.
Yeah, and it is so. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Like flatzoid. I mean, flatzoid doesn't make sense a lot of the time. A lot of the things he says simply make no sense whatsoever. Like, I remember him saying an acute right angle. in a sentence once. I was like, what do you mean an acute right angle? Like that literally makes no sense. And you know, he doubles down on it and then he deletes the posts and stuff like that. He's balmy. I don't mind him, but I think over there they are all ultra religious. And that is fine to be really, but they take the interpretation of the Bible and try and turn it into a scientific discussion. And it's never going to fit. It's never going to marry. You know, it's like trying to put a marshmallow into a money box. It's never, ever going to work. You know, so they're constantly being shown up. It's crazy.
But
right,
it will if you just use enough force and a hammer.
To the chat, if you've got questions, just tag me in and I'll answer them. We are getting to the wrapping up time, I think, unless anybody has got anything to chat about. It is 20 past 12, and I've taken far too much of this good man's time. But it has been fun. I do appreciate it, mate. Okay, doesn't seem to be any questions. So, listen, I just want to thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate it. Like I said, there've been lots and lots of generous people tonight, and I will make sure that when we're out, a lot of that goes to buying you beer. So
I thank you very much for your time, and I'm gonna log off now. You have a good one, and I talk to you later, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut this down in a second. But thanks, mate, and I really appreciate it. You have a good night. Bye. Okay, right. I can't have that where I'm just on the screen. So let me just share that. We'll share Eric DeBay's website. I don't like that big view. Huge Arse. If you don't subscribe to Huge Arse, please go and subscribe to Huge Arse. He's absolutely brilliant. I've been on his channel before. He's clever. He's witty. And yeah, all around top bloke. So thank you so much for that. And Hoyner, super sticker. Oh, well, let me give you one of these. Which one, though? Which one should I go for? This one.
Hey, I don't know what's going on, but if you think you can super chat me and get away with it, man, I will be round your house with a handwritten note and a smiley face drawn on it to say thank you. Is that what you want? Because that's what'll happen. Don't mess with me, man.
Yes, thank you very much for that. Okay, so I'm going to count down from 20, and if there are no questions to address, I will shoot off. While I'm doing that, tomorrow there will be a video. Well, I've kind of got it clipped together mainly already. I've just got to record the in-between bits, and it's going to be about Jeren's stream last night and the kind of like the effect on the flat Earth community as a whole, where they are going to go to now and where they're not. It's a little bit more humorous than the last couple I've done. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, don't seem to be. Yeah, no, I'm talking about you, my friend. I'm talking about you. Yeah, send people over there. Right. Okay. I think we should go. And that's it. Listen, I'm going to hit end screen now. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been a pleasure. Bye-bye.